the new look.
It's not new, Dad. I've been progressing my career in MLB The Show. Yeah, Road to the Show career mode includes a high school and college experience. I'm still in high school. You'll get there, Mom. What do you say you play some home run derby?
Get the full MLB The Show experience on Nintendo Switch. Rated E for everyone.
Can I get next?
Women to tell stories all throughout.
Oh, wow. The most beautiful thing about my mother. Well, her personality, actually.
Her determination. How much she adores her
What is up,
family.
motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day. Because I sure am, because we got Red Sox baseball. And you know what else we got? The return of Lucas Giolito. Yes, dead serious. He's back. Lucas Giolito is back.
That's $5 bet pays $43.90 on FanDuel.
It means a lot. It means a lot. When I think about like the road to get here, it was very long and arduous, but at the same time, it feels like, you know, my elbow went yesterday. You know, it's like if I
So yeah,
went by really quickly or went by really
Lucas
slowly.
Giolito has returned from injury. He signed with the Red Sox before last season,
For sure.
but missed the entire season due to
Especially
injury,
along probably the
and
last
then
couple months,
got injured during
especially
spring training
since
this year.
training.
So he's finally back, making his first pitching appearance in the major leagues, or first appearance for the Red Sox. The first appearance in the major leagues since October 1st of 2023. So it's been about a year and a half.
Since October of 2023 with the Guardians.
Yeah, he was with the Guardians back then.
177 days. Got me feeling some butter.
Long await. But you know,
But yeah.
maybe after the first pitch.
So starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox is Lucas Giolito. He has not played this year, did not play last year. So the last stats that we can go back to is 2023. In 2023, he played 33 games, had a 4.88 ERA, had 204 strikeouts and 184 and a third innings pitched.
You know, think about it. You have this thing that you
In spring training this year, we not a huge sample size, but all we got is he has an 18 ERA in one game played.
No doubt about that. Third home of the year there for Guerrero and Dalton Varsho. Back out in center field.
He struck out one batter in only one inning pitched, so really no sample size there, but that's something, I guess. But yeah, Lucas Giolito is back, starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. Is Yariel Rodriguez. He has a 4.63 ERA in 10 games played. Has 9 strikeouts in 11 and 2/3 innings pitched.
Against the Blue Jays. Those two guys spent 5 seasons together.
Starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays: Bo Bichette leads off at shortstop. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. bats second at first base. Anthony Santander bats third at DH. George Springer bats fourth in left field. Dalton Varsho, with the amazing catch last night, bats fifth in center field. Alejandro Kirk bats sixth at the catcher spot. Addison Barger bats seventh in right field. Andres Jimenez bats eighth at second base. And Ernie Clement bats ninth at third base. For the Boston Red Sox, leading off for the Red Sox, my boy Jarren Duran. Rafael Devers bats second at DH. Duran's in left field. Rafael Devers bats second at DH. Alex Bregman bats third at third base. Trevor Story bats fourth at shortstop. Wheeler Abreu bats fifth in right field. Christian Campbell bats sixth at second base. Tristan Casas bats seventh at first base. Ceddanne Rafaela bats eighth in center field. And Carlos Narvaez bats ninth at catcher.
Cover off the ball. We play to win. We played that way all year. I guess this is just another
See?
example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Hoping for a good day. Hoping for a good game.
Becoming this consistent hitting machine.
Really hoping that Lucas Giolito can pitch well. Because, like I said, it's been a long, long time since he has pitched in the majors. October 1st, 2023. How many days has it been? How many days has it been since October 1st, 2023? Okay, you fucking idiot. How many days has it been since October 1st, 2023? Dude, shut the fuck up.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
It's 577 days ago. It's the last time he pitched in a major league game.
Back in Toronto, the Red Sox coming off a 10-2 romp over the Blue Jays and looking to run their winning streak to 4 in a row. They brought their home run bats to Canada and also brought Lucas Giolito, about to make his Red Sox debut here in game number 2. Hi, everybody. Dave O'Brien alongside Will Middlebrooks. We'll also be joined by Jemai Webster in just a moment. Will, last night, 5 home runs. Garrett Crochet was excellent over 7 innings. Really, for the Red Sox, their best game of the year.
Yeah, I think this was the offense that we've been envisioning since the beginning of the season, right? You said 5 home runs in just the first 3 innings and got that big lead for Garrett Crochet to go to work. But something that's really stood out to me over the last few games are the lack of strikeouts and the clear intent to shorten up with 2 strikes. They have 17 hits with 2 strikes over the last 3 games, 40 total hits in that time. Now, the numbers speak for themselves, right? When they strike out less than 10 times in a game, they're 12-3. That trend continues, they're going to win a lot of ball games.
So nice not to be saying strike 3 as much anymore. The home runs came in rapid fire and included another 3-run home run by Wheeler Abreu. A fun night for the Red Sox as they blasted away. They're feeling really good about themselves as we head into the middle game of the series in Toronto.
Loving them. Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the Elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
There's a shot. This is really becoming ridiculous.
3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back.
Judge cracks one. Incredible. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge. He's a generational player.
He's a special, special talent. He's going to go down as the greatest Yankee of all time.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. That was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards and memories.
Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. WB Mason, request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. By Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. Citizens Financial, made ready. And by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. It is bound to be an emotional night for Lucas Giolito, the 30-year-old from Santa Monica, California. Jemai finally getting on the mound tonight, and a huge night for him.
That is right, Dave. It seems like everybody has been waiting for this moment. It's not like anybody had been keeping count or anything, but if you were, you know, it's been 577 days since Lucas Giolito last made a big league appearance. 16, 17 months of that have been as a member of the Red Sox. After a few injuries, the time is now for him. And last time when I had a chance to speak with him, I asked him, how do you describe what it was like being a spectator all this time?
Yeah, I felt like a piece of myself was missing for a while. Last year watching our games, this year watching our games. I'm just excited to be back. I'm used to that style of baseball where it's like everything matters. Doesn't matter how you get the guy out, you know, get out of the situation. You know, it's about trying to put up as many zeros as you can. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to feeling that competition again for sure.
So he did a little bit more watching last night. He said he was trying to pick up on any Blue Jays tendencies. His hope is to throw 100+ pitches, use his 4-pitch mix, and pour it into the zone. It is go time, finally, for Lucas Giolito, Opie.
Jemai, thank you very much. We'll give you a look at the Red Sox lineup. Rolled out tonight by Alex Cora, presented by Plymouth Rock. And at the very top, of course, Jarren Duran. And Devers, Bregman, Story, and Abreu. 3-run homer last night for Willier. He is up to 6, and also 21 runs batted in, right behind Alex Bregman at 23 RBIs. Taking on the Blue Jays starting pitcher here for Game 2. They're going with a bullpen game tonight. Right-hander Yariel Rodriguez. He's made 10 appearances out of the pen with a .463 earned run average. He'll be in there probably just a couple of innings.
Here's a look at the Blue Jays defense. Ernie Clement at third base with Bo Bichette at short. Andres Jimenez at second base and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. at first. In the outfield, from left to right, you have George Springer. It's his first ever regular season start in left field. Dalton Varsho and Addison Barger in right. Alejandro Kirk will be doing the catching.
Look at tonight's umpires, presented by M&T Bank. And behind the plate will be Derek Thomas, Eric Bacchus at first, Brian O'Nora, the crew chief, at second, Mike Estabrook at third. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP is brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Roof is closed here at Rogers Center as we get set for game number 2. Giolito has a fascinating family story, big-time Hollywood family. We'll talk about that tonight as Lucas gets ready to work. Right. Meanwhile, Jarren Duran digging in. Red Sox played a very complete game last night. The 5 home runs and the first
get ready, get
of the
set.
game. Crochet, excellent.
And
Red Sox were error-free, and as Will mentioned, they barely struck out in the game. Right-hander ready.
Off we go.
Filed away as we get started tonight in Toronto.
I love the aggression from Jarren Duran early. I mean, saw it yesterday. You get out early, you put runs on the board. All of a sudden, you make the Blue Jays get real defensive quick.
So strike one to Jarren Duran.
Last night's first leadoff
Ball one.
of the year. And that was coming off a great series in Cleveland. His 9 extra base hits his last 15 games. He's really been driving it.
That'll be fouled off for strike 2.
Rafi Devers on deck.
Hi, buddy.
Red Sox 14 hits last night as they improved to 3-1 on the road trip, and they are now 3 games over 500 for the first time this season.
I just love the two-strike approach. You're seeing guys alter their approaches, alter their swing paths with 2 strikes to put the ball in play.
How much of that is Alex Bregman?
I think it's a lot. I think the whole tone in that clubhouse changed as soon as he walked through the door in February. But, you know, you keep hearing these rumblings of him sitting down with guys and talking about, hey, this is serious. I'm challenging you to put the ball in play.
Count. And that'll be full, 3-2.
And I know it's the big leagues, but especially with runners on base, and the speed of this offense can put a lot of pressure on opposing defenses. So just by putting the ball in play, it doesn't have to be crushed. Just in play, force them to make a play on that speed.
Such an athletic group, 3-2. Got a piece of that one to hang in there.
I mean, even there on that swing, where it looked like Jaron was trying to be defensive to the off.
Kyle driving the 7-Eleven car in Texas. That's cool.
To throw to lefties with 2 strikes. He's late on the fastball, but he shortened up enough to get a piece to foul it off. Stay alive.
And already he's working him. Here comes pitch number 7.
And that'll be ball 4. So Jarren Duran will take the walk for the first AB of the game.
Find it bad for Jarren to get it going, and here comes Rafi.
So Yariel Rodriguez walks the first batter he sees.
Let's look at Yariel Rodriguez pitching arsenal presented by WB Mason.
And throws the 4-seam 46.1% of the time.
A sinker and a split. The split he generally just uses to lefties. He's thrown a handful of them to righties.
Rafael Devers is up.
Rafi at 217 with 5 home runs.
There's ball 1 to Rafi Devers.
Last night we caught him lounging on the top step of the dugout with a couple of bats in hand, and wouldn't you know it, there were memes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
In about 5 seconds.
There were some good ones. There were some really good ones out there.
Some really good ones, very creative ones. And as the count goes to 2-0, my favorite might have been that classic photo of Muhammad Ali standing over, I believe it was Sonny Liston back then, but they rolled in Rafi with the bats underneath him. It was well done. Dive back by Duran. So yeah, you mentioned the speed game.
My favorite was the Jared Carabas one. It was
stolen bases, but
take me like one of your French girls,
just
or whatever.
On base. That was Bregman's point, right?
Totally.
Not just stolen bases. Not running and a cut.
Rafael Devers swings at that one, 2-1.
Guys with speed on first base, and the threat to run, it gets hitters more fastballs to hit because the fastball gives catchers more of a chance to throw them out.
Rafi last night driving one into the second deck in right at 111 miles an hour. Stepping out. And now back in with a count of 2-1. Duran, good lead off first. He's jumping, he's running. Swinging a drive out to right field. That one sucked.
Go.
Headed back toward the fence.
It's not going to be a home run, but that's going to be off the wall. Let's go. Come on, Jaron. Let's go.
Here's the throw.
Oh, no. Come on. Jarren Duran gets tagged out at home.
Between second and third,
that's going to be out number 1.
There. That cost him.
Yeah, I think it did. You know, the thing
Damn,
is you're with Kyle Hudson at third base, he's reading the throw from Barger in right.
He hesitated.
And if it goes towards second base with the speed of
he did hesitate.
He's
at second.
Sitting there in that situation. Now I think he slowed up right when he came around second base. He turned around and looked back behind him.
Yeah, that cost him.
The ball was, and I think that is what in the end ended up costing him being safe at home.
Devers into second on the double. And brings up Bregman.
So we ball 1 to Alex Bregman.
That's 95 in, and you see him get to that pitch. He didn't crush it. It got in on him enough, but he's a strong man. He still hits it off the fence. That's a really good sign for him getting on time for fastballs.
Almost hit it out. Bregman, a 9-game hitting streak. He's off to the best start in his career.
Ooh,
behind him,
that one almost hit him. Rafael Devers will get down to third. 2-0 count.
That seemed a little odd to me.
That was weird.
That seemed, I'm not going to say intentional, but that's a really bad miss by a big leaguer.
Yeah.
As bad as it gets.
I don't want to call it intentional. like giving people the benefit of the doubt, you know.
You see how Bregman looked back up at Rodriguez.
If he does it
and the
again.
whole dugout kind of perked up.
That is going to be.
Thank you.
What? A balk! Let's go! That's gonna score a run.
And now Schneider's coming out to argue with Derek Thomas.
Oh God!
Red Sox lead it 1-0 on the stop and start.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's a hell of a way to score a run.
Time, but I think he was talking to the pitcher. I don't know that he actually called time to the umpire.
Schneider went out to argue it, but go back to the dugout.
That's a balk.
No doubt about it.
Watch Kirk. He starts talking to the pitcher to wait.
Yeah.
He never actually calls time with the home plate umpire, and that's why that's a balk.
So Devers scores.
Let's go, man.
Fascinating start.
That's a hell of a way to score a run.
Went 3 for 5 with a home run and scored 3 times last night. Story after him. Red Sox quickly get on the board. With a little help. Swinging a drive.
Bregman?
Deep to
Bregman?
way back into the
Let's go! Woo! Alex Bregman! Yeah!
Home run derby. Number 7 for the Red Sox third baseman.
Let's go!
A little extra sweet after the pitch behind him.
Oh man, is it ever? I mean, how professional is Alex
Let's
Bregman?
go, boy!
Ball behind him. He gets to a 2-0 count. He gets a cookie 2-0, but he's taking.
Alex
he's
Bregman hits a
serious.
solo home run
Rodriguez out there.
to make it a 2-0 ball game. He's got the helmet on. He's loving life.
Leans on it. My goodness, that got out.
Man.
2-0. Trevor Story at 271, 5 home runs. This Red Sox home run.
Trevor
brought to you
Story's
by
up.
Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today.
Oh boy, that is a hanger. He knew it as soon as it hit the barrel. Look at him hold the finish. Puts his head down. Yeah, I've done this before, a couple times.
Flipped it with a
That'll
little
be
attitude too. Bichette
grounded out for round number
and
2.
Firing on to get him. And 2 down. One more look at that one going out.
You know, it's amazing how Alex Bregman is so good at handling high velocity, but he can also sit on off speed and hit it with the best of them. Just such a complete hitter.
So now a 10-game hitting streak. He's been on base 13 consecutive games. And he's hitting about
So Wilyer Abreu's up.
425 over that period. Check swing foul by
That'll be
Wilyer
strike
Abreu.
1.
Lasted one last night.
Ooh, what are you...
Red Sox quickly in front 2-0 here in the first.
Well, when they score first at 12-2, it matters.
Wilyer coming off a big night.
That'll be ball 1 to Wilyer Abreu.
Red Sox uniform had one, but he was 3 for 4 with a 3-run homer. He also drew a walk, which is something he's done pretty frequently. Taking ball 4, he's taken 19 walks.
That'll be 2-1.
Showing a really disciplined eye, and it's 2-1. Bregman is some kind of locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything he's hitting, he is squaring up.
Yeah, it's a rocket.
That'll be a
I
3-1
think
count.
coming into this, Rodriguez doesn't exactly have put-away stuff. He's got that split, he'll throw to lefties. He's got the slider that we've seen. It's not devastating by any means. And he throws it in the zone, which he can run into trouble. As long as you lay off the fastball up, you can get this guy.
He will take a strike right on the black.
Oh, that's strike
And a
2.
full count on Abreu.
So
If you
full
read
count
this,
here.
Jason Campbell is on deck. And if you're Lucas Giolito and you've been waiting for this moment for so many months, even a couple of runs in your back pocket before you ever throw a pitch
takes the edge off.
2 foul away.
And
It's fouled off
looking
once
at his
again.
rehab starts, command was a problem, right? There were a lot of walks, there were a lot of hitters counts. But knowing, okay, I have a lead, that should tell him I can be aggressive in the zone. I don't have to be perfect to the edges.
And here's the
Rodriguez
3-2.
with the 3-2.
That'll be ball
And
4.
He's going to put him on. Another walk here for Willier. His 20th. He's among the league leaders in that category, too. So 2 walks in the inning, a double and a home run. And now they're going to come out and talk to him. They're going to send Pete Walker, the pitching coach, out there.
This Rodriguez, I mean, he's been in the bullpen this year. He's pitched in 10 games. He hasn't made any starts. He did make 21 starts last year, but he was 1-8 with a 4.5 ERA. So went to the pen this year, still right around 4.5, 4.6 ERA, just having trouble putting hitters away. Like I said, if you lay off the fastball up, you'll be in business.
A former member of the Cuban national team. We check out tonight's storylines presented by FanDuel. Christian Campbell to record 2 or more total bases or an RBI as well. And he has Abreu on at first base. Willier has been running a bit this year. He has 4 thefts.
I'm surprised that's plus money. He's been getting on base 2 or 3 times a game.
Right. And looks at a strike. His batting average .313. Last night, a home run and a double. He has reached base in 10 of his last 15 plate appearances.
Christian Campbell's up,
Been an
hitting
on-base
.313 on the year. Strike 2.
Normally when these guys come up, 22 and 23 years old, they get off to a good start, and you're comparing them to the other rookies around the league. Well, not this guy. We're comparing him to all of Major League Baseball. That's how hot of a start he is to his career.
Down 2 strikes. Kirk able to
That'll
keep
be
it right
1-2
there. Home
count.
plate, 1-2. So we're likely to see a turnstile tonight for Toronto pitchers. Rodriguez after a rocky start. Willier getting his lead, not running. I mentioned Rodriguez pitching for the Cuban national team. He also pitched in Japan for the Dragons. So he's been around a little bit. Red Sox up quickly 2-0. Guerrero tried to deke Willier Abreu as if the throw had gotten away. And Abreu not buying it.
He's got $500 million reasons to smile over there.
All day, every day. Holds a big swing and a miss for strike 3.
That'll be strike 3.
The Red Sox get
That'll bring us to the bottom of the first, but the Red Sox score 2 runs in the first inning thanks to the balk and then the Alex Bregman home run. We head to the bottom of the first in Toronto, where we will see Lucas Giolito make his Red Sox debut and first Major League appearance since October 1st of 2023.
The average dog only lives to be 10. At the farmer's dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our food comes in personalized portions. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
You know, I play first, I play left, I play right, I play third, and I pinch hit. You know what I'm saying?
Backup catcher in a pinch.
Backup catcher in a pinch.
How many of those did you end up playing for the Cubs?
I got released by the Cubs, didn't play any.
It's okay, you're still rich, Kev. Intentional Talk all season on MLB Network.
Here's the Toronto lineup. Bichette starts it. Then Vladdy Guerrero and Santander. Springer, as Will mentioned, in left field as a starter for the first time in his major league career. Bichette will check in at 290. Is yet to hit a home run. Taking on the Red Sox starting pitcher, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. Lucas Giolito, 6'6", 275 pounds.
So Lucas Giolito's first pitch back is a ball.
His Red Sox debut.
Bo Bichette, and that's going to be a ground ball. Is going to be a base hit.
After going 2 for 4 last night.
Let's take a look at the Red Sox defense, brought to you by Bigelow Tea. Exact same alignment from last night. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alex Bregman at third base, Trevor Story at short, Christian Campbell at second, Tristan Casas at first. In the outfield from left to right, you have Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu with Narvaez behind the dish. And Rafi's back in his spot.
Just chilling. Vladdy Guerrero, 271, 3 homers. Don't want to wake the sleeping giant, but he did pummel a 2-run home run last night, hit another fly ball to the warning track.
Well, you figure it's a matter of time with a guy like that.
He's going to be smart with the first couple of guys at the top of the order because really nobody else has been hitting much for Toronto.
You get through the first 4 guys, and after that, not a whole lot of damage.
The Red Sox hit more home runs in the first 3 innings last night than Toronto has hit in their last 9 games. That's how cold they've been, but we're talking about a great hitter in Vladdy. Giolito home with a 2-1. Change up at 82.
That's nasty. That's going to be a really good pitch for him, right? If he doesn't have his full velocity yet. You know, a couple years ago, he'd average 93, 94. You're seeing him 92, 93 right now, a couple 91s. But that changeup will be the big one for him.
Popped him up. On the right side, Campbell cruising over to shallow right field. 1 down.
And if you're showing a good changeup, it's going to make that fastball play up even more. And Giolito's fastball, he's got a very good four-seamer that has hop to it, has carry, right? And it's almost a rising effect to hitters. It gets above their barrels. His changeup isn't going to have a ton of movement. It's fairly straight. It's just a big change in speed. You see 10 to 12 mile an hour difference, and it looks just like the fastball.
Santander, the DH. 174, 3 home runs. Jemai mentioned a number for Giolito. First time pitching in the big leagues in 577 days. Signed by the Red Sox as a free agent January 24.
And that's strike 2.
1-2.
So that's the one, right? So far, the first couple batters, his fastball's been down in the zone. That's where he gets hit. When you have that jump and carry to your four-seamer, you want it at the top of the zone and just above.
That'll be ball 1.
Changed up there and could not get Santander to bite. Toronto's dropped 8 of their last 9.
Lucas Giolito is a former Cy Young Award winner. Won the Cy Young in the 2020 season. And I don't want to hear any shit about how that doesn't count.
It has been a scuffle offensively.
He played the same amount of games everybody else did, had the same amount of opportunities, and he was the best.
He held off on the four-seamer. Giolito, of course, was getting ready to start the season with the Red Sox until the first pitch in his first spring training game when he tweaked a hamstring to set him back many weeks.
Yeah, you were so excited to see him. The arm was feeling good, velocity was good, and then that happened. It was a letdown.
Bichette with the lead, and the liner foul. His rehab stints since have been pretty rocky. He walked 6 in his last tune-up. Although he said he was just trying to gain a little more velocity. He made an adjustment to do that midway through the start. He started walking guys. Then he backed off a little bit and he was better. He's 2-2 on Santander. hangs in.
That's purely Santander worried about the off speed, right? You see him just kind of E-swing, emergency swing just to foul off that heater, take it out of the catcher's mitt, stay alive.
Santander won for his last 26. 2-2. And in there for strike 3. Got it in at 94 to claim his first strikeout. And 2 away.
Santander was clearly the pitch before that on the foul ball, sitting off speed, right? He fouled off the fastball, was very late. So once again, looking for the breaking ball or the changeup and just freezes on 94.
That was strike 3.
Here's Springer now.
George Springer's in.
2 home runs. He's been their best hitter.
That's ball 1.
Although 0 for 3 last night. His first ever start.
George Springer's hitting 313 with 2 home runs, 12 RBIs on this season.
Red Sox up 2-0, bottom of the first.
That'll be ball 2.
The Red Sox with Giolito back in the fold, along with Bayo, now have a whole rotation for the first time in 2025.
It's exciting.
Two balls, 1 strike.
And you know, looking at Springer's numbers, there's been a lot more swing and miss in his game than normally, but this team has had little to no power output. They have not been slugging, and they're okay with him swinging and missing and basically saying, hey, you're fine swinging for the fences because we need some pop.
Boy, they need it desperately. Just off the corner.
We have 3-1 count.
Held it there for an extra second. And he's fallen behind 3-1. They've only hit 16 home runs. Just a point of comparison, the Yankees have hit 51. Red Sox 38. Going to put him on there, ball 4.
That's ball
so
4.
Will take
so
his
George
base,
Springer will
push Bichette down
take
second.
the walk.
And some early trouble for Giolito. With Dalton Varsho about to step in, center fielder, who made one of the most amazing catches you will ever see last night. In center field after taking a tumble on a deep drive off the bat of Jarren Duran, which should have wound up a triple, but wound up in his glove. 2 on, 2 out, and strike 1.
Giolito was being very careful with Springer. I don't think that he minded walking him. I think he likes his changeup fastball combination here to Varsho.
So strike 1 to Dalton Varsho. There's ball 1.
Varsho said of his ridiculous catch last night, he said, I just stuck my glove out and somehow it went in. It was probably a really high % catch probability. And he's right about that. It was a 95% probability. Not if you fall down, though.
Yeah. Yeah, not after the turf monster gets you and you do a somersault into the wall. Good look at it here. Jarren smoked this ball to center. It looks like he's going to get to the track and catch it right in front of the wall. Goes to turn around, and that cleat catches the turf.
He had no emotion afterwards,
too.
too.
We've never seen anything like that. It wasn't just like he fell and put his glove up. He stuck it behind his back.
1-2. Got him on the swing and miss. 94.
Strike 3. That's strike 3. So Lucas Giolito will get out of the inning. 23 pitches. Had 2 base runners there. Gave up a hit and a walk. But he'll get out of the inning relatively, somewhat quickly. Not really. But without giving up a run.
A Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. From our U.S. factories to your driveway since 1983. Now get a low $249 per month lease on Road, or get up to $27.50 total savings on Road Rock Creek.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed. He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball. We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
And you're just too stylish to have superstitions.
Zero. I can't do it. Too many collar cleats, too many gloves, too many webbing gloves, too many bats.
I do put on my right glove first, then the left, then the thumb guard, then I put on my leg guard, my elbow guard.
Same thing you put on first?
Nah, not really. Nah. I like to say I'm not superstitious, but a little stitious.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with Pitch, Hit, and Run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, Hit, and Run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
The nomination period is now open for this year's Impact Awards presented by the Manning Family Foundation. Learn more at redsox.com/impact.
And back in Toronto, Sox with a 2-0 lead. Bregman with a home run. And this is Eric Lauer making his season debut, the veteran left-hander. Toronto just called him up today from AAA Buffalo. First big league appearance in 2 years. He's 29 years old.
Already a new pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays.
23.
Yeah, it was a couple seasons with the Padres, 4 with Milwaukee.
Taking on Tristan Casas. Looking to strike. So,
Eric Lauer
baby steps for Tristan.
has not pitched at all this season. Didn't pitch last year either. Last pitched in 2023. Had a 6.56 ERA in 10 games played. Had 43 strikeouts and 46 2/3 innings pitched for Eric Lauer. Yariel Rodriguez only pitched an inning.
He's always wanted to go to the opposite field. We've seen him almost forcing pitches over there, missing out on hard contact and swinging and missing because of that. Teams have started adjusting to him and pitching him inside. And we've seen him over the last 2 to 3 days start to get the head out and the bat speed, catch the ball out front for some hard contact to the right side.
2-1, hammered down the line, but that's going to fade foul.
And that approach will play well against righties, you know, with stuff breaking down and into them. They'll try to come in hard with the four-seamers and cutters. Lefties, a little different approach, right? These guys are going to probably try to work away from Tristan with breaking balls and fastballs away like we just saw.
2-2 from the lefty. And foul tipped into the mid, struck him out. 1 gone in the second.
This is a nasty pitch from Lauer right here. Not very often do you see left-on-left change-ups. So out of the hand, Tristan Casas thinking, there's my heater, up in the zone. 86 fades down and in. That's a really good pitch.
Rafaela batting out of the 8-hole at 220. He's the only starter who did not get at least 1 hit last night. He was 0 for 5. And that was after 5 RBIs in Cleveland on Sunday. 0-2.
You're going to see that combination a lot to right-handed batters from Lauer. Four-seamer and the changeup playing off each other. Now he can go down and in with the breaking ball also.
Lauer last year released by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And signed to play in the Korean baseball organization. Made 7 starts
Rafaela
there with a 4.93 ERA before returning to the U.S. 1-2 on Cedon. Red Sox will wrap up the road trip tomorrow night. Right back at it Friday against Minnesota at Fenway. As we get into the month of May, Red Sox right now are 8-6 at home. 2 down low, and they're going to begin a stretch of 22 games at Fenway starting Friday with 16 at Fenway Park.
That's good. They've been playing good baseball there at home, which we haven't seen in a couple ye's.
2-2. He's running full.
Yeah, Seen some change-ups down and away. You've seen the breaking ball down and in. Lauer's got one of those good four-seam fastballs that he can pitch up and into righties. Cedon's going to have to be quick to that, short to it.
Pop that to foul territory. Vladdy coming over to give it a look, but that is onto the netting.
And that's the pitch Lauer will always lean on. It's that four-seamer. It's only 92, but it gets on these guys. Likes to pitch in on righties.
Baltimore out in front of the Yankees 4-2. They're in the fourth inning at Camden Yards. Yankees for the second time this season. Their first three men hit home runs yesterday. And downstairs, good at bat there for Cedon.
Yeah, that's a full count.
Very good. As he will
That's a walk, sorry.
Red Sox have already accepted 3. That's another part of the offensive game that is improving as we go deeper into the season.
So Don Rafaela takes ball 4.
You're seeing Cedon
Rafaela taking a walk.
Right?
It was like
He's
never
still
happened in
swinging
the
a lot
history of his
early in
career.
counts, which is fine. Take your shot if
I'm
you
sure
get a
it
pitch
has,
you're
but-
looking for. But then he starts to shorten up and be a little more
swings at
selective with
everything.
2 strikes.
So Carlos Narvaez.
So here's Narvaez.
Here's ball 1.
Cedon does have the 6 stolen bases, but he got a lefty up there on the hill. Red Sox ahead 2-0. Bregman with his 7th home run of the year in the first inning. And the 1-0 will not be made, and it's going to be thrown away.
Oh.
Cedon went down.
That ball gets thrown away, but Cedon's going to stay put.
Got him in the ribs.
Oh, did it hit him? Oh, no.
It's exactly where he's feeling.
Cedon's hurt.
And the trainer coming out to attend to Cedon on a wild throw.
Oh, no.
Take a look.
Yeah, caught him leaning. Good move.
Oh, yeah, no, that...
Because when
that's-
you're reaching back to the bag,
that's
you were just
painful.
totally open on that side. That got him pretty good. That never feels good in the ribs.
He's smiling, though. I think he's going to be good.
Good to see some laughs and smiles.
Yeah,
by Brandon
pat him on the
Henry.
back, and he will
It's always
continue.
when the trainer's laughing. Makes you feel a little better anyway.
Well,
I guess.
Vladdy's like, see, that's why, you're too skinny. Right? You have no padding.
Right.
It's all bone and muscle over there.
That's why I go with this physique.
Yeah.
1 out. Best remedy is to try and steal. Here's the throw down, and he is safe.
There you go, Cedon.
Why not?
Let's go.
You get drilled on a pickoff throw and go ahead and steal a base to 7.
It's a good setup, right? Like, there's no way he's running. He's in pain right now. Gone.
Yeah, right.
And no review.
Yeah, really good break right there. It's tough on lefties like Lauer because he doesn't cross his foot over his midline. He goes straight up, and he can almost read base runners if he wants to. But that was a good read and first step by Cedon.
So Narvaez trying to pick him up here with 1 down. Hard ground ball to third. Clement, very good fielder.
And that'll
Gets
be
it over there, and Cedon holding it second.
on number 2.
2 down. That's one thing about their infield, generally speaking, they're very tight defensively. And top of the order now, and Jaron Duran. He drew a walk in the first. He was thrown out at home plate trying to score on the double by Devers. And he'll pop it down the left field line, but that's going to twist on out of play. Mentioned all the extra base hits Jaron has been racking up in the last 15 games, 9 of them. He's also been on base in all 15.
Yeah, came into this one hitting .313 over that 15 game on base streak. Good to see him heating up.
Red Sox have scored 30 runs in the previous 3 games. They lead this one 2-0. Devers on deck. Two down.
That'll be strike 2. to Jarren Duran.
The Red Sox with a man in scoring position on the walk in the stolen base. Jarren down in the count, 1-2.
That'll be 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, Lauer looks like, for whatever reason, lefties don't really see him all that great. Got some good angle on that four-seamer away from him. Curious if he wants to go back to that left-on-left changeup we saw to Casas.
And that'll be a full count.
Another
3-2.
deep count, 3-2. He's already taken ball 4 once.
Yep, had a walk in the
He
first
walks
inning.
Again, that'll be 4 walks for the Red Sox in the first 2 innings. And the lefty with a payoff pitch.
And that'll go down for a base hit. Let's go. That's going to score a run. So Don Rafaela will come in, and that'll make it a 3-0 ball game.
Red Sox tack on another one. Looking for him his 17th RBI.
Look at these at-bats, right? Cedon did it. He worked the count full, took his walk. Jarren, same thing. That's a dotted fastball, down and away. Perfect pitcher's pitch. But that's not his A swing. You get to 2 strikes, you go to your B and C swing to put the ball in play. You got a runner in scoring position. Good things happen. Dunks one in, RBI.
Here's Rafael Devers.
3-0.
Strike one.
Devers already with a double.
Was looking for a bomb there.
In the first inning. That's what the Red Sox did.
5 home runs on the year, hitting
Yesterday, they did it with
224.
the home run ball, but
788 OPS,
very
18
fast in the game.
RBIs.
Wound up winning 10-2. 0-1.
That'll
He'll
be
take a ball.
1-1 count.
Yeah, this is a good matchup for Raffy to hit something to left center, right? You see him with all that pop to the left side. This is a good matchup for him to do that, but Lauer knows who's in the box. He's probably going to mix it up, mix in some changeups here.
There goes the runner. Swung out
And, oh, there it gets away! Let's go! Duran's going to get to third.
And we'll stop there. So give him his 10th stolen base and an error on Kirk, the catcher.
Yep, so he stole second and then the
90
error.
feet away.
So he'll get down to third base.
This is their brand, right? They can hurt you in so many ways, and a lot of it starts with number 16, Captain Chaos, right? Get him on base, get him moving around, puts the pressure on.
And Duran on base twice tonight. Look out, you got a lefty up there on the mound, and he's getting his lead from third base.
So 1-2 count to Rafael Devers. That'll make it 2-2. I don't know where the fuck the scoreboard went.
Tell me
On
you're
the
not looking
broadcast.
for
I know, at what point do you not go, hey, there we go.
Kind of important.
Lauer moved now. He's in the stretch now. Someone yelled out to him.
As he stole with the lefty in the windup in Cleveland when he stole home.
That'll make it a full count, 3-2.
He really takes liberties down that line. He dares you.
Yeah, Jarren's going nowhere with him in the stretch because he can get to the plate so much quicker than a lefty in the windup.
One of the most electrifying plays in Major League Baseball this year, the other day in Cleveland with Durant, 3-2. And he spoiled that one to hang in. Straight steal of home. First time for the Red Sox since Jacoby did it against the Yankees.
Oh, it's so fun. I love that we were in Cleveland too, where you had that, it's almost like a sky cam running through on the cable, and you get that side view of that. It's a beautiful thing.
3-2. Shot out to left center.
And Rafael Devers, that's going to go far and deep. That's going to go off the wall. That's going to score Jarren Duran. It's going to drive him in, and Rafael Devers is into second with a double.
And again,
second of the
at
night.
the crack of the bat, it looked like it had a shot to get out of here. And is he driving it? 4-0 Sox.
Yeah, I told you I like that matchup for him to go to left center. telling you, these lefties get Raffy locked in. We talk about him at Fenway Park using the monster, but sometimes facing lefties, it forces him to keep that front shoulder closed just a touch longer. Rifles this ball to left center. I mean, this is on a line and almost gets out of here. Almost takes the wall down with him. That ball's hammered.
Red Sox already tonight with 2 doubles and a home run and 2 stolen bases. They are doing their thing here in Toronto. 4-zip. Walker out there again. That came off the bat at 110 miles an hour.
Is that it?
He's just missed a couple of home runs tonight.
This game is
You talk about
pretty long
developments
up
with
to
the
this
Red
point.
Sox. There's none
The pace of it.
than what we're seeing right here with Rafael Devers. Coming back to looking like Raffy Devers.
It's a matter of time, right? The back of the baseball card doesn't lie. These guys are going to go through tough times.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd see one like we did to start this year with Raffy, but the consistency's starting to come back.
Now Bregman. 1 for 1 with a home run. Up to 336, 24 runs batted in. He has always been a slow starter by his own admission. But clearly, this is the best start of his career.
That'll be ball 1.
401
So
on
1-1
base,
count to Bregman.
570
Bregman had the home run
slugging,
in the first.
971 OPS. Then a couple of times he's gotten off to a decent start. And one of them in 2019, he was competing to be the most valuable player. He finished right behind Mike Trout.
It's a 2-1 count.
Got off to a good start that year.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of opportunities for RBIs with these guys that are ahead of him in the lineup at Duran and Devers.
Devers off second. 2 down, 2 more runs in. And he'll look at a strike. Well, Red Sox getting some early runs on the board for Giolito. Trying to make his debut a memorable one for the Red Sox. Flowers 2-2. Runs it full.
Tell you what, these guys are grinding out at bats. So many 3-2 counts over the last week.
Devers has always swung the bat well in Toronto. He likes it here. 3-2. And struck him out. Took a home run cut. That's all. Red Sox get a couple more. It's 4-0.
So that'll bring us to the bottom of the second, but yep. 4-0 ball game.
I love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work. Because the big moment is just one moment forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss in Major League Baseball. You're up. Go Yard.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
The energy level and the swag and the confidence.
Get it out of here.
Game's on notice.
Magneto Magnificent.
High octane. It is fuel. It is hot. It's coming at you in a big way.
It was 105.5 miles an hour.
No way.
The Halos are unstoppable right now.
Even a game as timeless as baseball must evolve. Only you can control your journey's evolution.
That's a base hit.
It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
The face of the game of baseball is running through this guy right here.
That dude has electricity coming out of his pores.
You're changing the sport, man. Go out there every day and give that 100%.
Every day he does something that draws your attention.
Green is cooking with gas.
It feels like he's finally put it all together. I think Hunter Green's about to become a super ace of a playoff team. That's what the Cincinnati Reds are going to be in 2025.
Raffy in repose. Time now to go behind the jersey presented by Mass Mutual. And official partner.
There's ball one to Alejandro Kirk.
Major League career, 180 games, 61 and 62 with a 4.43 ERA. He was an All-Star in 2019. Rounded up the middle.
Yeah, wow,
skips to
nice.
Campbell.
Christian Campbell will ground that for out number one.
He finished top 10 in the Cy Young voting on 2 occasions in 19 and 20. Last time he pitched, October 1 of 2023. He's thrown a no-hitter. That was with the White Sox in 2020. Against the Pirates, he struck out 13. He walked 1. Mark to the right fielder, 217
Was
without.
Giolito not the Cy Young in 2020?
Just love the stories like this, right?
I'm fucking stupid. I said he was the Cy Young Award winner earlier. He had a hell of a season in 2020. But yeah, it was Shane Bieber. It was Shane Bieber.
Or Story, or when Casas missed 98 games last year. It's just controlling those emotions when you get back and remembering, okay, same game. Let's just lock it in and play ball.
This one popped up. Trevor Story on the back pedal. Says he's got it.
Trevor Story catches that for out number 2.
In front of Andres Jimenez, the second baseman. Now, Lucas's best year was 2019. He went 14 and 9, 3.41 ERA. Struck out 228 at a time when he had some very dominating performances. Strike one on Jimenez. Hitting just 171. Two.
So no
That's
2
more
count
like
here.
it. Just fill that zone up.
To Andres Jimenez.
Had a big lead. Just go to work. Saw that with Crochet yesterday. Sox get out to a big lead, and that was just what the doctor ordered for Crochet, to just go out there and just pound the zone.
Alex Bregman said it after the game. Everybody feels it with the Red Sox. When Crochet is on the mound, the Red Sox believe they are going to win the game.
I feel it.
2 little chopper foul. And what a gift that is for any major league team to know every 5 days they feel like they can bank a W.
Well, I mean, think about 2 starts ago, right? It was considered his worst start in a long time. He goes 5 innings. He did walk 5, but he struck out 9 still and gave him a chance. That's what an ace does, right? Yeah, you expect to win every time he goes out there, but even if he doesn't have his best stuff, you still have a chance.
Well, you want a couple of guys to block for you? Crochet and Giolito. Huh. Man. In there for strike 3. It's bobbled out of the glove of Narvaez, but he'll collect and complete the strikeout of Jimenez. They go 1-2-3.
Yep, that'll be out number 3. So we head to the 3rd inning in Toronto in a 4-0 ball game.
Is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships. This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
He's in a world of his own.
There's just so much to go around, and the punch just seemed to fit perfectly.
Seager is one of the best hitting shortstops in the history of baseball.
He's one of my favorite players in the game.
I'm a big believer in Marcus Semien.
Looking at our lineup, you can't get excited enough.
We're sleeping on the Rangers.
Corey Seager is home run happy tonight. I take it you like the Rangers. The West is all Texas, baby.
You love the players.
50-50.
You love the game.
God!
Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
That's a great baseball comment. And good guess, by the way. Go let him try to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Back here in Toronto, top of the third. Red Sox on top 4-0 in the offense, guys. Picking up where it left off last night in the first and the second innings. Coming into this one, the offense scored 30 runs on 40 hits over their last 3 games. Talked with hitting coach Pete Fatsi pregame about the offense resurgence. He said the season's a lot of ebbs and flows. We're in a good place, controlling the strike zone really well, especially with 2 strikes. We're just trying to make sure.
So Trevor Story's up to hit 0 for 1 tonight.
Swinging at the right ones and being convicted, it's going to have us in a good place.
Well, they are right now, and certainly tonight, as Trevor Story falls by an 0-2.
That'll be fouled off.
Only the Cubs and the Yankees have scored more runs in baseball than the Red Sox have.
Yeah, a couple big games contributed to that. It was so streaky on and off here early. They're cold, hot, back and forth, and just looking to find some consistencies. But this trend of having good 2-strike approaches, I think is going to change a lot for them.
Trevor Story trying to reach. He's gone 2 for his last 30. 0 for 1 tonight. Batting 4th in the lineup. 1-2. You know, sometimes it means something, sometimes it doesn't. When a guy has a really good batting practice session, did you feel like when you were lighting it up in BP, you were absolutely going to have a good game?
Not always, not always, but it was a feeling thing, right? It wasn't necessarily result driven in batting practice. You know, there was go out there and my first 3 rounds out of 5, I'm working on stuff, whether it's that day maybe working on pulling the ball. If there's a big lefty that likes to pitch into righties, I go up there and work on, hey, have the batting practice guy pound me inside so I can pull the ball and work on getting the head out. And then once you get the last couple rounds, you let it eat and see how you really feel.
Off the mid inside and 2-2. Abreu on deck and then Campbell. Red Sox with a pair in the first and again in the second in this bullpen game for Toronto.
There's certain stadiums you go take batting practice and the ball flies like crazy, like here, and that can give you a lot of confidence as well.
Seems to have worked here. High fly ball twisting into right center field. Varsho moving over. One gone in front of Willier. Game 3 of this series tomorrow night at 7:07. Tanner Houck against Jose Barrios, who's already faced the Red Sox once. And then home Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Minnesota. Off day Monday. And we get a look again at the Texas Rangers, who the Red Sox opened up the year against.
Yeah, they got hot there for a little bit, and then the Rangers have cooled off.
Texas is having trouble scoring runs, but they're getting excellent pitching.
Saw DeGrom yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, he got a win. Bases empty here and 1 down. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealer. Well, you're with a 3-run shot in the win yesterday. 2-1.
Oof. Had him a nice hanger right there. It looked like he was sitting on the slider. 2-0. Whatever the scouting report tells him, for whatever reason, he was all over that, just under it.
Trying to get another rally started. He'll take a ball away. One leftover from last night. The Red Sox yesterday were the first team in the majors this year to hit multiple home runs on 0-2 pitches in the same game.
Really?
Duran and Bregman did that. back to your
I
earlier
mean, no
point
way.
about getting something done on 2 strikes.
There's no way
Instead of
that's
the
true.
strikeouts that were piling up early.
That's, if I'm interpreting that stat right,
Red
they're
Sox
saying
struck out 10 or more times
that we're the
in
only
13 of their
team
first 19,
to have hit more than
but
one
only
home run in a
3 of the last
game
12 games.
on an
Big
0-2
on
count. That can't be true.
And he's going to take ball 4. Showing a really disciplined.
That literally cannot be
With
true.
his 21st walk. Rafi came into the game with.
I mean, yeah,
24.
home runs on an 0-2 count is kind of like, but like, there's no way that's true.
May 4th, celebrate 20 years of Star Wars. Revenge of the Sith and get a Sith or Jedi hooded
Maybe it
Special
is.
offer
Maybe
ticket.
it is.
Visit RedSox.com/Star Wars.
Get you one of those, OB.
You know it. What do you mean 1?
Good point.
Campbell struck out first trip. 0 for 1.
Might I say OB1? Kenobi?
How long were you waiting to toss that in?
You know, I randomly call you that all the time.
You do, yeah. And most people do.
Sure they do.
It is connected to Star Wars. Throw over. Oh, got him. Abreu picked off on a toss over by the left-hander Lauer. Let's see if the Sox will challenge the call. They won't. He has been picked off.
His pickoff is borderline. It's almost a balk. I need a better side view because you're supposed to go at a 45-degree angle, and that foot almost comes straight down. Like, he's not really going towards first base at that 45-degree angle. That's why you've seen so many. Cedon almost got picked off and the ball went off his ribs. And then right there, obviously the pickoff to Abreu, but his foot goes up, and there's supposed to be a 45-degree angle is the limit where he can step between home plate and first base. That almost from up here, we got a good angle of it. It just kind of goes straight down. I'm surprised no one's saying anything about that.
Hands rocking.
1 and 2.
Jaden.
I think that's because every lefty
wrong?
balks.
What's wrong, bro?
All the time on pickoff attempts.
What's wrong, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
close.
swear. It's not what it looks like.
Well, it always seems to be, right? 1-2. Best I ever saw at that, towing that line within centimeters.
Am I good?
Was Tom Glavine.
Oh, yeah.
He was a master.
Am I good, dude?
Pettit had a good one, too.
Pettit had a good one, too. Really good one. Swing and a miss. He put him away. In the end, the Red Sox
Where's the
only
weed?
bring 3 men to hit here in the 3rd.
Here.
In a world of rising
Take
prices,
it.
Nissan is lowering them.
I don't even want it. I'll just, there you go.
The always adventure-ready Pathfinder. And our best-selling Rogue.
We
a
good?
Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in
Are
a
we
row.
good?
From our U.S. factories to your driveway since 1983.
Are we good,
now
bro?
Get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $27.50 total savings on Rogue.
And the alcohol?
San Diego's a dangerous team.
Man, they have enough talent to run the table.
Every game here is like a party.
Fans are also playing.
That's all I got.
They're affecting the
I swear that's all I got, bro. I swear.
The team that we got in there, man, we're ready to compete. We're ready
Dead
to
serious.
handle the unfinished business that we have.
The towels flying, the fans going nuts.
Welcome to San Diego.
Are we good?
Don Alvarez
Are we
is
good?
becoming this consistent.
I have not taken anything tonight. You can breathalyze me. You can do whatever test you want. I have not done anything yet. All right. You need the vapes? Take them. Take them. Are we good?
Don't miss the first MLB All-Star Weekend in at Truist Park. As talent
Here's my lighter.
Third annual
My lighter.
HBCU
There you go.
Classic, presented by T-Mobile and powered by the MLB.
I got another one.
Youth Development Foundation.
You can have it.
Join fans, athletes, and alumni to watch Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. shine a light on 50
Here's
of the
a
best
highlighter
baseball players
for
from
whatever reason.
HBCUs around the country on baseball's biggest stage, July 11th at 7 p.m. Get your tickets today at allstargame.com/swingman.
I need to bonk.
Well,
The
Sox
bonk.
in front
Yep.
4-0 in Toronto. Will Middlebrooks, Dave O'Brien,
Yep.
Jemai Webster alongside, and Giolito back at it. He has been sharp in his first couple of innings with 3 strikeouts. And we'll get the bottom of the order, Clement, and in the top, Bichette and Vladdy Guerrero.
Are we good?
Little floater into left field, that'll dunk down for a base hit. So Clement is on.
All right, okay.
With an opening single in the bottom of the
Had me
third.
worried. Had me real worried there.
Looked like a slider there from Giolito. Not a bad pitch, bottom of the zone. Clement was beat, hit it off the end of the bat.
How you doing tonight, Jaden?
Got enough to get a hit off of it.
Bo Bichette 1 for 1. He announced that he's going to play in the 2026 World Baseball Classic for Brazil with his brother Dante Jr.
Next time you won't let me off that easy. I understand.
Brazilian baseball team, huh?
I understand, officer.
All right.
Said he wants to spread the love of baseball in Brazil.
That's really cool. I love that. Grow the game.
Up the middle, base
Oh,
hit.
Bo Bichette with the base hit there.
Scurries up to second and stops there. And back-to-back singles to open up the third. And here comes Vladdy.
I wonder if Connor Zilish is going to be able to be back for, because the Xfinity has 2 off weeks after Texas. They won't be back until Charlotte.
Second look at Giolito tonight.
I wonder if he'll
He's been swinging the bat well.
be able to
A lot
be
of
back for
homers,
that.
like 245 at bats now without a homer.
You know, like a
But
lower
still
back
takes his
injury
hits. It's been a lot of line drives for him like that.
doesn't sound good. It really doesn't.
Guerrero's a different animal, though, when it comes to that.
It really doesn't sound good. But
Take the first one in for two for one.
didn't he
popped up the
walk
second.
away from the accident? And the
All
fact that,
about
like,
the home
I didn't
run.
really hear
So
anything
3 so far
sooner
this year.
kind of is, I guess, a good sign.
2
The
on
fact that it
now.
wasn't so urgent that everybody needed to know about it.
Good pitch. Got the call.
Guess it depends on how bad it really is. I mean, a lower back injury does not sound good.
Especially if you can get
I think
that from 1-1 to 0-2 against
I think that's something similar to what Austin Terrio had. Do you guys remember Austin Terrio?
Here, go fastball above the zone.
He was a truck driver, had a really bad crash in Las Vegas in 2015.
Offered that on the change.
Yeah, that was bad. He walked out. That is a good sign.
Giolito had a couple of base runners in the first inning. Got a big strikeout by Varsho to get out of that, but nobody out right now. Drive that one foul. Look out.
You see how late he was on the fastball right there. That tells Giolito he is looking for my changeup. He's trying
Yeah,
to
that
cover
Austin
changeup.
Terrio crash, I remember that.
Don't
That
throw
was
the changeup
bad.
here and do him a favor unless it is down below the zone. Fastball in, fastball up and in would be perfect.
And in there for strike 3. Came at him at 96.
Nice.
Lead back.
Lucas Giolito is coming back and doing great.
There. He saw that late swing. He wasn't about to do him a favor and throw him off speed. He reached back up a little bit extra there. Just a dart at 96. No chance for Guerrero.
Boy, did he dot it. Big K there. Now Santander. He struck out looking in the first inning. 1 down. Swinging a drive, but foul.
Yeah. Terrio had a compression fracture in his lower back. Missed 4 races. Returned at Homestead. That was 4 truck races, probably about,
To Santander.
I think that was about 8 weeks.
Fly ball right field. There's Abreu though. He'll size it up and
And
hit the
William
catch.
Abreu
They
gets
won't
that for
test
number
it.
2.
Clement back to second. 2 gone.
Giolito got away with a changeup up in the zone right there. Got ahead with the fastball. And then went to the changeup. He wanted that one down in the zone. That was up, and Santander just missed it. Take it though.
Springer took
Didn't
ball
they
4
bring
in the
back
first
the
inning.
top 30 rule? I'm pretty sure they brought that back. Am I tripping?
2 on, 2 out. Swinging and away, and he fouls it at home plate for strike one. Lucas has undergone 2 major elbow surgeries in his career. He had Tommy John his first year of minor league ball, and then that internal brace surgery in March of 24. He's ahead 0-2.
Back-to-back combos, right? 2 changeups in a row to Springer. He's really got him where he wants him with those pitches. I wouldn't triple up on it. Not to this guy, unless you bury it.
How about that heater he delivered to Vladdy on the corner?
Yeah, and with righties up there, you know, after those changeups, you're thinking, man, he's going to try to go gas here. I mean, anything out of the zone. Fastball's up, sliders down and away, but the fastball looks good.
Springer's been striking out a lot. And that's in there for strike
Oh, wow.
He did triple up.
Go ahead, right now.
I'll take that.
Is that good? Springer's thinking, no chance he throws that to me here.
Wow.
Paint job.
4-0.
I mean, that was not a strike at all. Oh, come on. Really? I can't even, like, see what that pitch was because they wanted to...
Cubs are going to win today.
This is their chance to have another run. This is
Yeah, all right, I saw it briefly.
division to lose this year.
Yeah, that was not a strike.
Singing the song quite a bit this year.
Kyle Tucker, welcome to the Cubs. Dansby swats it.
He's one of the most talented ball players.
Pete Crow Armstrong, what a stunner.
Showed it in Imanaga. It's about falling in love with him.
Seiya Suzuki with a grand slam.
And this is when they put the pedal to the metal.
I think we got a really good team.
It's a great night for baseball.
There you go.
Matchup features some of the best talent in
You
the
can
game.
see it there. That was not a... You know, you'll see it when it comes up, but you'll see that it was not a strike.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining.
Thought about like a 30-second delay. The iPad.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Massive homer in Colorado a couple of days ago.
Yeah, you can see it there.
And he drives one to deep left. It is way back and way out of here. Jackson Chourio admiring his 5th of the year. First pitch slider, and that ball was tattooed.
Going back to first at bat, Chourio taking the first pitch, which is very strange. Now wasting no time on the first pitch, ambush bomb.
448 feet away. Pure perfection.
A star is born, talking about Jackson Chourio.
Chourio flips the scoreboard with a four-pointer.
He's coming into his own right before our eyes.
That truly believe in the presence and the person that Jackson.
Sox in front 4-0 out of the 4th inning in Toronto. As Costas leads it off, he'll be followed by Rafaela and then Narvaez against Lauer coming out of their bullpen. 4 runs on 4 hits for Boston, including a home run by Alex Bregman. Costas 0 for 1 with a K in the book. Meanwhile, Lucas Giolito has made some pitches.
Sure has, and he's kind of gone against the grain a few times. I think George Springer was with us up here thinking, he won't triple up on that. No one ever triples up.
No.
To a hitter like me. Well, when you're filling your changeup like Giolito is, you do.
That'll be across for strike 3. Caught him looking.
Strike 3.
And as Costas strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. And 1 away in the Boston 4th inning in front of Cesar Rafaela. Got things going with the 2nd inning rally by taking a walk and stealing 2nd after he had been drilled around the ribcage, the back area, swung on and missed.
You see that? Swings like that feel like an auto swing for me, right? And that's what you want to see Cedon get away from.
So Cedon Rafael's up 1-1, count to him at the top of the 4th. He walked earlier in the 2nd inning.
Liner in the
That's
center
going to
field,
be
but Varsho will
caught
cover
for out
that
number
ground.
1. Or out number 2, sorry.
2 up, 2 down. Red Sox catcher on the way next. Carlos tonight 0 for 1. He's tapped to third. Batting stats are presented by FW Webb, where the pros go. No $1 hot dogs tonight here at Rogers Center, unlike last night. And the Maple Leafs are not playing at home.
And normally they get a little bigger crowd for the $1 hot dogs, but with, like you said, Leafs playing next door kind of took away from that.
Pop that one up into right. Outgoing Jimenez. Barger coming on. Jimenez will grab that. On just 8 pitches, Red Sox done in the 4th.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win.
Everybody knows their role within the team, and we're motivated collectively to go after that World Series win.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Great ones do great things when it matters.
Trey Turner just tools out of his mind.
Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler. This guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. I love the city, man. A lot of fun to be able to go to the bank every single day.
They are a complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out, a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
The Braves have staying power. Just an absolute powerhouse. Big-time bombers in the lineup that could really, really hurt you. They're going to be a force again.
Your 2024 National League Cy Young Award winner.
This is what the greats do. Watch him go to work.
Swing and a miss. What a way to finish for Chris Sale.
Explosiveness with the velocity, with the nastiness of his pitches.
The man is on fire.
He is MLB's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what I do every day. Play baseball.
Braves just keep on rolling.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood.
The lineup we know is incredibly deep. The rotation is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships.
This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
He's in a world of his own.
There's just so much to go around, and the punch just seemed to fit perfectly.
Walk off, grand slam.
Let's take a look at Lucas Giolito's pitching arsenal presented by Audi. Pretty much been a 2-pitch guy. The fastball's had some jump to it. 93, we've seen him up to 96.
Varsho launching a high fly to deep left. Duran is backing up on the track. He's got it.
Duran will catch that for out number 1.
That was a 4-seamer there. That's doing good. It's averaged around 93. Strikeout to Vladdy is 96. The changeup, I think, has been the equalizer. It looks just like fastball out of the hand, and it's about 12, 13 miles an hour slower. He's got the breaking balls that he's been showing here and there, but I think he's saving it for a 3rd time through the lineup.
He'll take on Alejandro Kirk. Catcher's 0 for 1. Lucas hails from a big-time Hollywood family. Both of his parents are accomplished actors. Lindsey Frost and Rick Giolito. They have been all over TV and films for many years. It's a foul tip there for a strike. Lindsey Frost appearing in scores of films and TV shows like Collateral Damage, The Ring, Boston Legal, Lost, Frasier. Rick in Twin Peaks, which was created by his uncle, Lucas's uncle, Mark Frost. That's in there for strike 3. He will sit down Kirk. 2 up and 2 down.
Yeah, this is the changeup. Saw 2 fastballs at the top of the zone to start that at bat. Kirk thinking, hey, he's going to go back up there. Made me look silly on a check swing on a fastball. Just kidding. Gambia, go sit down.
Toronto manager Schneider out to talk to the home plate umpire Thomas. So goes back behind home plate. Doesn't talk to anybody else. I wonder what that was about. Barger's 0 for 1. He's popped out to the shortstop. Lucas's grandfather, Warren Frost, appears on Seinfeld too. He did when that was running, so it's very much in the family. 1-0 pitch. And a strike.
You said The Ring? She was in The Ring?
Yes.
You ever seen that?
I have.
Don't
only
watch
once.
it before bed.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm telling you, only one time.
7 days.
Yes, that was enough.
Madison Barger's up. That'll be flied out to center
Shane
field.
back, though, with room.
And that'll be out number
That
3.
is all. They go 1-2-3 on 7 pitches.
In a world of rising prices, Nissan is lowering them on our 2 most popular SUVs. The always adventure-ready Pathfinder and our best-selling Rogue, a Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. From our U.S. factories to your driveway since 1983. Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $2,750 total savings on Rogue Rock Creek.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves. I'm also representing like where I came from. The Mozilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me. And we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started it, to have impact.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood. The lineup we know is incredibly deep, but that starting rotation is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships.
This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
He's in a world of his own!
There's just so much to go around. The punch just seemed to fit perfectly.
Walk-off grand slam!
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. For something completely new, there's Spinball. Just spin the wheel and build your team for a chance to win. And can't forget the classics like Trivia, By the Numbers, and MLB Bingo. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Inning 5 is powered by Salem 5 Bank. And from Rogers Center in Toronto, Red Sox lead at 4-0. Aaron Durant again in the thick of it. He's walked and singled, stolen a base, and scored a run, and has an RBI. Up to 278. Red Sox have a number of guys cooking at the same time, including Rafi Devers, Alex Bregman, Christian Campbell, Wilyer Abreu. Santa Rafaela had 5 RBIs on Sunday.
These guys are just feeding off of each other, competing.
That one eats up Guerrero. Guerrero will fire back to home plate. And Duran will be safe at first. So the Red Sox quickly have a base runner, Vladdy, with a misfire.
Yeah, it wasn't smoked, but it's one of those weird in-betweeners where you have to go back on quickly, or you get that in-between hop, or you have to commit to it and go forward before it gets to that in-betweener. And Guerrero was out there working pregame earlier before batting practice, and I was actually working on that ball. Santander was out there with him. He was trying to teach him the angles. Didn't really use it there, though.
It'll be a base hit fouled away by Rafi, who has a double and a single. So Duran on 3 times. Let's see if he takes off again against the lefty. 5-game hitting streak for Rafael Devers. 8 for 19, 3 home runs. He's narrowly missed 2 home runs tonight.
You can see even with Lauer going to the plate, Jaron taking 2 steps back to the bag. They're a little uncomfortable over there with that move that is, as I said, borderline balk.
Duran going back to the bag.
See, that was better from Lauer. He actually stepped much more towards first base. Now, sometimes these lefties that have good moves, that's not his best move. He'll do that where he goes towards first base, make you think that's his best one, and then he'll do that one which he picked off Abreu on. Kind of use that one to set him up.
Come on.
So he's thrown over once. And Devers takes one outside. 2 balls and a strike. Rafi had 24 walks to lead the American League. But as of late, doing damage with the bat by driving the ball. Fly that one very high down the left field line. Springer moving near the stands and in fair territory makes the grab. 1 out, down to Jemai.
Well, Dave, Alex Bregman is in a place statistically that he's never been to start a big league season. Even more important than the numbers, though, for him, was having a better start than he had last year. He told us that the thing that's led him to this type of April is the work. On his swing, in the cage every day, he says trusting the work, falling in love with the process before the game, then going out and having fun has been key. He looked at a lot of his swing, timing, mechanics, and the things that he was doing best with the hitting coaches to identify some areas of importance, and it seems to have worked. He's got 41 hits, 7 home runs in his first 31 games here.
And he's one of just 4 Red Sox players to be able to do that in their first 31. JP Nolan, Red Sox Media Relations, brand new to the ball club. JP, thanks for sending this one in. Bregman will cut right through that one, but the other guys to do that are Manny Ramirez, Eduardo Nunez, and JD Martinez in 2018, who had 42 hits and 7 home runs. Manny had 49 and 9 home runs in 01 in his first 31 games. 0-2.
Yeah, Lauer got away with a cookie right there. You could hear him kind of yell mad at himself. He missed with that fastball over the heart of the plate. Bregman will want that one back.
Duran at first, 1 gone, 0-2 on Bregman.
Jemai talked about how Alex talked about wanting to fall in love with the process, right? Not the results.
That's what really needs to get their shit together.
What it takes every day, and I feel like he's taking a group of players with him.
Scoreboard is missing from the broadcast the second time tonight.
And he's going to get drilled. He got hit by the pitch.
So Alex Bregman's going to get hit.
So that'll bring Duran down to second and Bregman to first.
And Bregman's got a smirk on his face.
Yeah.
He's like, appreciate that, big dog. 2 strikes on me and you drill me, I'll take it.
It's an interesting night because he had a pitch thrown behind his back by about 5 feet.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And it crushed a home run. And now gets hit down on the foot.
Yeah, around the toe, but if it caught low enough on the cleat, it's hard down there, and it won't be too bad. He was smiling, so.
Now, Trevor Story needs a hit. 0-2 tonight, a ground out and fly out.
All right, you guys need to put the scoreboard back. There we go.
Did have a base hit last night. Red Sox with another threat here in Toronto.
Would not be surprised to maybe see a double steal here. Jaron can get a much better jump now with being at second base, and Bregman can get way off the backside of that.
0-1. Ground ball yanked behind third. Clement will fire across and in time as the runners move up to second and third. 2 down. Clement, good, steady third baseman.
He is. I wonder if he thought there was 2 outs here, because he doesn't even look to second base. And then after he threw it, he started walking off the field.
That was out number
He
2.
thought that was 3
Willier
outs.
Bray's up. He's
He
walked
didn't even look
twice
to go to
tonight.
second. He was like, I'm just going to make sure I can get this one at first. It would have been close at second anyways, as deep as that was.
Now Abreu looking for a pitch to hit. He's drawn 2 walks tonight. Last time he was picked off first. 293, 6 home runs. Base hit could mean a couple. Well, you crushed one last night for a 3-run shot. Red Sox have been the kings of the 3-run homer. They've hit 12 of them. Most in baseball. It's a team Earl Weaver would love. And the 1-1. And popped up. Clement out. And Bichette too. Bichette calls him off. Red Sox with a threat, but they're going to strand 2.
Of the game of baseball is running through this guy right here.
That dude has electricity coming out of his pores.
You're changing the sport, man.
Go out there every day and give the 100%.
Every day he does something that draws your attention.
Green is cooking with gas. It feels like he's finally put it all together. I think Hunter Green's about to become a super ace of a playoff team. That's what the Cincinnati Reds are going to be in 2025.
The alpha dog among big league closers right here. Top of the food chain, Manuel Clase.
Jose Ramirez, one of the most unsung great players in the game of baseball.
That's why he needs his Gatorade.
Cutter at 100 miles per hour coming at you.
Home run, Jose Ramirez.
Best power, speed, and run production is Jose Ramirez, and Jose Ramirez. He's a complete player.
Swing and a miss. You get it to the 9th inning, done deal.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, hit, and run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Halfway through, bottom of the 5th coming your way. 4-0 Red Sox in front behind Lucas Giolito in his Red Sox debut. Fires a strike on Jimenez, who's 0 for 1 with a K.
Well, 4 innings in, I'm really happy with how he looks. Fastball's coming out. The command is pretty good. Changeup has been very good.
The Red Sox have to be delighted so far. It's, again, 4 innings, but he's looked sharp. When he's had to have a big pitch, he's made it.
Well, you got to think the command is just going to continue to get better and better as he goes, you know, as he logs more innings. But he's always had a good changeup, but that thing has got a parachute on it today.
0-2 to Jimenez. Swung on and foul tip to the mid for strike 3. He's been riding in 94, 95, 96.
Yeah, but 94 at the top of the zone, the way he spins it, that carry, you see it almost has that rise at the top of the zone. When these hitters have to worry about a changeup, which he's thrown about 33% of the time, that 94 all of a sudden feels like 97.
Ernie Clement, the third baseman, 1 for 1 with a base hit.
Ernie Clement just sounds like an old baseball player's name. I don't know. It sounds like a baseball player from like 1910.
Giolito with 6 strikeouts. He's walked 1.
Ooh-wee,
That's
filthy. My goodness.
That has been a nasty pitch.
I mean, he doesn't turn it over, right? So it's not going to have a ton of run and sink like a lot of guys' changeups. It's just slower than the fastball. It creates so much deception with that arm speed in which he throws it.
Lucas, 577 days since he last appeared in a major league game. He rocks it at 2-1. Pumped in there.
Blue Jays dugout didn't love that one. There was a lot of barking going on. It was a touch below the zone, but it was close. Might have gotten the bottom.
2-2 softly rolled. Bregman on the charge. Will fire in time. 2 down. Top of the order, Bichette next. Giolito, by the way, has made a couple of postseason starts. One of them really good, the other not so good. 7 innings against Oakland in 2020 in a wild card win with Chicago, and against Houston in 21, just 4 1/3, 4 runs in the ALDS, also with the White Sox. A reminder that it wasn't that long ago the White Sox were pretty good.
Kind of wild to think about, right? I mean, I remember playing against the Astros, you know, when Altuve and Springer and all those guys were just getting to the league, and they were losing 100 games. And then, boom, all those guys came up. They got some veterans in there, and they went on that run for a few years.
Bichette's been some trouble. 2 for 2. 2 singles tonight. Nobody on base, 2 away. 4-0 the Sox here in the 5th inning. And the 1-1. And a pop-up. Campbell out. Racing in Rafaela. Sano wants to take it.
To be caught for round number 3.
Another 1-2.
So that'll bring us to the 6th inning here in a 4-0 ball game in Toronto.
They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
The energy level and the swag and the confidence.
It is Turner here.
Game's on notice.
Magneto magnificent.
High octane. It is fuel. It is hot. It's coming at you in a big way.
It was 105.5 miles an hour.
No way.
The Halos are unstoppable right now.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins. He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
Come on.
Exactly.
Horse at the front of the rotations.
The guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara.
If you were to find a jersey or if you swap a jersey with one of the players on the National League, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so
Nice.
I'm gonna say Harper.
Judge is one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey. Ellie's been fun to watch. Yeah, Ellie's been a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
How is that engaging content?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Just asking people whose jersey they would wear. How is that like engaging, riveting content?
On the plancha, and then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer. Pick it up like a burger. Pick it up like a burger, and you just go in, man. Just go to town.
Dude, oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had.
I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Taking a look at tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel. Campbell, Casas, and Cesar Rafaela. And tonight, Casas will be hitting next after Campbell is 0 for 2. They're going to be taking on Chad Green, the veteran right-hander, appearing in game number 14. Campbell, 2 strikeouts and a pop-up into right. Bargeron approach.
I'll be on number 1.
Quick out in the Red Sox 6th inning, ahead 4-0.
Campbell's looked a little off timing-wise today. A couple strikeouts. He had one on a slider, one on a fastball. You know, normally you'll see with young players, they get a little over-anxious when they're not feeling good at the plate. He goes up there hacking at the first pitch against a brand-new pitcher that he has not seen much.
Yeah, a little jumpy tonight.
Yeah, happens.
Casas struck out first time and second time, so 0 for 2 tonight.
It should be a little better matchup here for Casas. Obviously facing the lefty and Lowry created some tough angles and pitched him well. Green really a two-pitch guy, fastball and a slider.
They'll miss again. 3-0. Not a bad crowd here tonight. 26,498. And the 3-0. He green lighted, but didn't get it. 95.
Mr.
So 3-1 on Casas. Cesar Rafaela waits on deck. And he's going to take ball 4. Check to swing. So Sox have a base runner with 1 away.
Don't miss the latest episode of 310 to Left. Alex Spear and I talk with Rob Refsnyder about his path to the majors and player development at the big league level. Available wherever you listen to podcasts. Brought to you by Ford, the official truck of the Red Sox.
Cesar with a walk, stolen base and a run. He'll ground that one to short. Bichette to Jimenez, 1 on the first, and not going to get him.
So I got 1 out, but didn't get the double play.
2 gone. And Narvaez will try and do something with the inning next. He's gone 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a ground out. Red Sox here again tomorrow night for the last game of the trip. Right now they're 3-1 on the trip. Tanner Houck goes in 0-2 with a 7.58 ERA against Jose Barrios, who's 1-1 with a 4.24. Threw the ball well in Boston earlier this season. Red Sox 2 stolen bases tonight. Cedar has 1 back in the 2nd inning. 2 away. But not going, they pitch out anyway, and the throw down won't get him. Vladdy going for a sweep tag off the chuck from Kirk.
Very good job by Cedar right there. He had all intention of stealing second base, but base stealers would do this. Once their eyes leave the pitcher, they look into the catcher and they see him. He sees him standing up. When you see him leave his squat, that's a pitch out. You got to get back.
See about 5 pitch outs a year. Another throw down. He's safely back in there, diving in.
Watch this little swim move. He was dead to rights. He was way off of first base. When he shut it down to come back, Kirk made a throw. But watch Cedar slide back. He goes in and then swim moves right past the glove. He kind of sneaks it past. Vladdy gave him a little love tap right there. Said, don't do that again.
Vladdy does have fun playing baseball. 2-0. Kind of treats Cedar like a little brother. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Red Sox ahead 4-0. Runner goes.
Oh! Carlos! Carlos! There you go! Carlos Narvaez with the 2-run home run to make it a 6-0 ball game. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! It's me, Mario, Carlos.
Well, we keep saying the running Red Sox. How about the raking Red Sox? They're swinging a hot bat.
Woo!
Now everybody up and down the lineup contributing. The last.
Let's go! Give him that helmet. Hell yeah.
Toronto paying a lot of attention to the base runner. Kind of forgot about the man at home plate. And Carlos made him pay. Ground ball by Duran.
And then Duran's going to ground that one out for out number 3.
Of the ball game, and that's all. But the Red Sox had 2 more, 6-0.
But yep, the Red Sox had 2 more runs there, making a 6-0 ball game thanks to the home run from Carlos Narvaez. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning in Toronto.
the always adventure-ready Pathfinder, and our best-selling Rogue, a consumer guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. From our U.S. factories to your driveway since 1983. Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $27.50 total savings on Rogue Rock Creek.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
MLB The Show 25, take 3.
What's up, guys? I'm Eddie De La Cruz.
This is Paul Skeens.
Gunnar Henderson here. I am super excited to be sharing the cover of MLB The Show 25.
But we're gonna play for real?
This is a fun part right here. It's a huge honor to be on the cover with two great athletes.
Welcome to the show.
That's a wrap.
You love the players. 50-50. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
Well, Carlos Narvaez is really giving the Red Sox a lift, and he just pummeled one for a 2-run homer. And the majority of that lift has really been behind the plate, where he has been drawing raves, but he just tattooed one for his 3rd home run of the season. Bringing some pop in the bat as Guerrero leads off and grounds that one to Bregman, ranging and guns it across to get him. And Guerrero has really been silenced tonight. He's 0 for 3. Time now for a strong play the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Yeah, let's give Narvaez some love here. He had a really good pitch, 2-0, and took a huge swing, which you normally don't see out of him. Then the next pitch, 2-1, gets the same pitch, made the adjustment, didn't miss, almost into the second.
So yeah, I will not be streaming that Lakers Timberwolves game. I made a community post earlier stating that if the game ended by 9:40 that I would. It's not going to end by 9:40, so I'm not going to do it. But I also deleted the post because I ended up changing my mind. I wasn't going to do it anyway. Like I originally had planned to, but then like before the game I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not doing that.
I mean, we're looking at a guy throwing a fastball 55% of the time. You don't see that often anymore.
Line shot, long run for Cedon.
Cedon will catch that for round number 2.
2 down. This is exactly the guy the Red Sox hoped for when they signed him. Injuries have gotten in the way, obviously. Not starting until almost May, but he has been outstanding tonight. Look at his pitches by inning. 71 here to the 6th inning with 2 down.
Yeah, 23 in the first, but I think those were just the juices and the nerves flowing a little bit. And then he settled in. The boys got a couple runs for him there early on the Bregman homer and just went to work after that.
Springer is taking ball 4, and he has struck out looking. 93 in, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, when you see good hitters like George Springer check swing at a fastball, there's a little uncomfortable there. They're not seeing the ball well. He's looking for the changeup. Couldn't pull the trigger on the heater.
0-2 on the way. Two down in the 6th inning, and no activity in the bullpen.
Nor should there be.
I mean, his first start back, I don't think a lot of people were predicting that he would have this kind of an outing as he misses outside. Nobody was sure how long he would go. Even Alex Cora mentioned yesterday, well, we've got a full bullpen. So even AC wasn't sure. But he has pitched a terrific game to this point. Here comes the 2-2. And he flicks that one foul.
The changeup, we keep talking about that and with the fastball, but what I've been most impressed with is not just the fact that he's throwing good changeups, but he is commanding that pitch. Rarely do you see it over the heart of the plate. It's just to the edges or below the zone.
3-2. He walked Springer in the first inning. That's his only ball 4 tonight.
Yeah, we've seen him. He pitched. I felt like he pitched around him there in the first just to get to Varsho because he liked the matchup better.
Payoff pitch coming. And he'll walk him again. So he's on with 2 down.
Don't miss out on the tickets and a drink package. Tickets start at just $20 and you get your first drink on us. Visit redsox.com/tickets and drink.
Fuck.
Baez out for Chad here as Varsho gets sent in. He struck out and flied out. We were talking about that amazing catch he made last night in center field. Varsho was asked about it a lot after the game, and he credited the fact that growing up in Wisconsin, he played multiple sports. As far as being able to make a play like that, he was a really good safety in high school. In fact, he was an all-state safety in Wisconsin.
Damn.
So to say, what kind of sport got him ready for that?
There ain't no sport that's going to help you make a play like that, though.
Well, I think, kind of being able to come off your feet like that, jump up and make a play. And Cora on the horn here. Let's see if we get somebody active.
So I think Cora's going to be trying to get the bullpen up. Giolito's done amazing tonight. Let's not get that wrong, but you don't want to push him too far in his first game back. He's at 80 pitches.
Varsho really susceptible to chasing
about
the
to
fastball
deplete
up
6
above the
innings, but I mean, I get it. You don't want to push him too far in his first game back. I feel like
swinging a high fly ball right field deep. Abreu's going to turn and watch it fly.
Well, I mean, he was not scoreless through 6 innings. I fucking jinxed it.
And Varsho, 2-run home.
There's a 2-run home run for Dalton Varsho.
Turning off the IL. And the Red Sox quickly have activity.
And that'll make it a 6-2 ball game.
Wilson getting up at 6-2.
Really the first.
I mean, he has done great tonight, regardless of that. Regardless of that, he has done really fucking good tonight.
Trying to go off the plate away with it. You see where that is, middle away, over the plate. Varsho catches it out front, but still gets barrel all over it.
Justin Wilson throwing in the bullpen very quickly. Alejandro Kirk takes a pitch in the dirt.
That's going to be a pitch Giolito's going to lay in bed tonight and think about, right? Even though all the things he's done well, that's how these guys are. They're perfectionists. They want to be perfect out there.
So it's
he's going to want that one back just because everything was rolling so nicely. And he just yanked that changeup just enough into the zone.
Kirk stings that one deep to left field. That one's way, way back. And that's
what the fuck?
Back-to-back home runs.
The fuck, dude? Alejandro Kirk blasts out a solo home run, and it's now a 6-3 ball game. They cut the lead in half, just like that.
2 changeups over the plate when he's not trying to throw.
Not great.
That one was center cut. That was middle. And at this point, as much
I mean, but 5 2/3, 3 earned runs in your first game in a year and a half is not terrible. Let's still not.
Really, these last 2 batters.
It's definitely not as good as it was about 2.5 minutes ago.
Well, Cora trying to get him through 6 is Barger. He's popped up and flied out. So Toronto cutting into the lead by half with 3 quick runs all of a sudden. Barger without a home run on the year. And 2-1.
It's annoying. I don't believe in jinxing, but I feel like I kind of just like I don't know, put some bad mojo out there by telling him he was doing good.
Still throwing 94 here, but his location, that's a different issue. He walks this guy, that'll be 4 consecutive
Red stocking. What kind of heckle is that?
And 3-1 in there for a strike.
2-0 and 3-1 going to the changeup here against Barger. Plays really well against lefties. Obviously, the 0-2 mistake to Varsho didn't fare for him, but in hitters counts, that's really tough for young hitters to sit on that pitch.
Pitch number 89 for Lucas Giolito, the 3-2. Now Red Sox carried a 6-0 lead into the bottom of the 6th, now 6-3. 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up. To Addison Barger. High chopper to first. Casas will handle that to get out of the inning. The side.
All right, so they make it out number 3.
Red Sox going to the
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries. Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries. Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants. It's going to be fun to watch this staff. And that is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top.
I like where this team's headed.
High drive! It is out of here! Doesn't get any better than this. Logan Webb might be the most underappreciated quality starting pitcher in all of baseball.
If this Giants team is going to make noise, it's going to be because of their starting rotation.
Yeah.
For me, it's really important for us to establish an identity. You're going to be talking about the Giants in September again.
MLB All-Star Week is lighting up Atlanta with baseball's biggest events, like the HBCU Swingman Classic presented by T-Mobile, the All-Star Futures Game, Celebrity Softball, Capital One All-Star Village and Play Ball Park, the MLB Draft, T-Mobile Home Run Derby, the All-Star Red Carpet Show, and the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. This is MLB All-Star Week. Learn more at allstargame.com.
Yes, Scooter. You made the phrase, holy cow, popular. So, at this time, Scooter, your friends have decided.
Lucas Giolito's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. Got to be really happy with that. A quality start. First time in almost 600 days pitching in the big leagues.
I mean, he was very good, for 5 2/3. Made a couple mistakes there in the 6th to give up those 3 runs, but I mean, he's got to be able to lay his pillow in the night and go, oh no, and think, all right, I was locked in, right? That was my good stuff. And you got to think the command is just going to improve from there.
Jimmy Garcia coming out of their bullpen as we start the 7th inning. Red Sox leading at 6-3. Rafi Devers with a pair of doubles tonight. He's 2 for 3. One in the first inning, another one in the second. So Rafi getting locked in. He's homered 3 times in his last 3 games. Garrett Whitlock is up in the pen too. Getting ready for the bottom of the 7th. And a righty with a 1-1. Red Sox have 6 hits, Toronto 5. Lucas begins to break it down, what he did tonight. And a 2-1. At short, it's Bichette. Number 1. Alex Bregman next. Viva Tequila Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Red Sox coverage on NESN. Get your Viva Tequila Seltzer at all Shaw's and Star Market locations across New England. Alex began his night with a bang, a home run in the first inning, number 7. Gets under this, a sky-high pop-up into left center. Bichette calling
That's
it
going to be called for round number 2.
2 away. And we'll send up Trevor Story. And Trevor 0 for 3. And trying to get hot again. The batting average down 264.
You know, when Trevor was going good there, he was really staying up the middle, the other way, line drive. I feel like the swing has gotten a little bit bigger here lately.
Sitting there with 5 home runs. As the bases empty and 2 gone, we are in the 7th in Toronto. Red Sox big winners last night, 10-2, leading tonight 6-3. As they go for 4 in a row. And the Story in the hole 0-2.
You can kind of see with Story there on his swing, almost stepped towards left field a little bit. His direction of his swing is kind of moving that way. I don't necessarily want to say pulling off, but not able to cover the whole plate with that direction.
Story, a couple of ground outs and a fly to center tonight. And a 1-2. And a swing and a miss to put him away with that sweeper. Red Sox go in order here in the 7th.
Talent-wise, with the Correas and the Royce Lewises and the Buxtons firing at the height of their power, they're probably the most talented team.
Royce Lewis puts his team on top.
Postseason monster, we all know that.
Grand slam, Carlos Correa.
With Byron Buxton's tools, the speed, the power.
One speed, that's a good get. I think that we're a great team. I think we know we're a great team.
The Twins have the most talent in that division.
It's time for the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play of the play. It's the Oriole Bird. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
This is Maggie. Maggie has always wanted...
Fuck Maggie.
More
She's a
power,
bitch.
more security, more value. So when Maggie discovered Blink Smart Home Security with more battery life, more simplicity, and more convenience without spending more,
He's a good boy.
well, it's given Maggie what she's always wanted. More. Blink and get more.
At California Closets, every project is personalized, custom designed, and installed by craftsmen. That's the California Closets difference. We call it practical magic. Get started with a free design consultation.
Well, this has been a very good time for the Red Sox when Garrett Whitlock comes in. BuyForItNow.com call to the bullpen. Last pitched on Sunday in Cleveland. 1 scoreless inning. He's gone 2 or more innings in 6 out of 10 appearances.
I mean, he's been solid, right? He's just so reliable with that fastball slider changeup combination. changeup's been lethal to lefties.
Jimenez knocks a foul. He's gone 0 for 2 Ks. Gold Glove infielder. But with the bat, he's been stone cold so far this year. Except for the first few days he was in a Toronto uniform this year. Hit 3 home runs in the first 5 games. He's not homered since. Leading off in the bottom of the 7th, and then Clement, and then Bichette. Red Sox got going quickly. That has been their modus operandi lately. 2 runs in the first, 2 more in the second. Floated into foul ground. Bregman can't quite get to it. On a hard charge. 0-2.
I know Whitlock loves to go to that changeup against lefties, but Jimenez has not shown that he can catch up to that fastball. It has been beating him in this at bat.
Trying to get that first man into left field, but Durant was playing shallow anyway and came in to make the play. 1 gone.
I love that he stuck with the fastball there. Don't go to your favorite pitch. Read the swings of the hitters. You see how late he is. Don't do him a favor, and he goes in and jams them there for the easy out.
Clement, a base hit and a ground out to third. 1 for 2. Bichette waiting on deck for Toronto. Into the alley. That'll drive
That's
down.
a base hit for Ernie Clement.
Gets it back in quickly. Did a good job on that, and Clement held to 1. His second hit.
You've seen that a lot this year with this team. Is the outfielders aren't just good at just going and getting the fly balls. They're very good at cutting things off and holding what would be doubles for a lot of guys to just singles there. Rafael using his speed to get to that, and then, hey, we saw him do that at shortstop a little bit last year. So athletic out there in center.
Bo Bichette now. 2 singles and a fly to center. Toronto's come alive a little bit these last couple innings. Last inning, back-to-back home runs. Bichette searching for his 3rd hit. Red Sox held them to 4 hits last night. They have 6 tonight. And Vladdy Guerrero lurking right behind him.
Whitlock's so good at getting the fastball in on the hands of righties and then weak contact with the changeup. We'd love a ground ball double play right here.
1 and 2. Toronto has lost 8 of their last 9 games. One, 2. Got him to lunge, and he knocked it foul.
After that sweeper and then the changeup down and away right there, just throw that old 96 in on the hands.
Bo can be tough to put away. He's missed on only 9.6% of swings on pitches in the strike zone.
Yeah, this whole Blue Jays team, honestly, they do a good job of putting the ball in play, and they haven't done a ton of damage, but they definitely don't strike out a lot.
Fly ball right center field. On the move, set on Rafaela for the catch. That's out number 2, and now he'll get Vladimir Guerrero. And a showdown here in the 7th. Red Sox have done really good work. Lucas Giolito did against Vladimir tonight. Got him to pop up to 2nd, strike out, and round out to 3rd.
Yeah, a little power versus power right here in a big spot in the 7th. Settle in and go to work.
2 down, Clement the runner.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s up. There's strike 1 to him.
Yeah, it was
There's ball 1 to
It
him.
looked like it was at the top of the zone. Ball 1.
It was called a ball.
Derek Thomas.
Looked like a strike.
Hard shot, line drive base.
There's a base hit for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Clement pulls up at second as Duran gets it in. Toronto making noise these last couple of innings. Vladdy on for the first time, and now Santander will swing.
Yeah, tying run comes to the plate here. 6-0 not long ago. Just like that, Toronto back in it. Bailey gonna come out and have a talk with Whitlock, talk a little game plan here against Santander, who has struggled this year. The contact has been better for him the last couple of days, but the pop that is in there in that bat. We saw it last year with 44 homers for the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, he's 1 for 29 in this slump, but as you say, outstanding power. He's had big home run seasons. He was third in the majors last year in homers. He was behind Judge and Ohtani. And then Santander with 44 with the Orioles. Baltimore leading the Yankees 5-4 in the 8th inning, by the way, at Camden Yards. Well, 2 men on. Clement at second and Guerrero at first.
Want to see Witt aggressive with the fastball here. Don't love the changeup over the plate to Santander.
Santander, 3 home runs in the early going. Two down in the bottom of the 7th. And a ball. He's fallen behind 2-0 on Santander. 2 for 11. He has a home run against Garrett Whitlock. Right-hander looking to make a pitch. Swinging high.
Oh my god, dude. Are we fucking serious? That's actually fucking crazy. Are we fucking serious right now? Are we actually fucking serious? 3-run home run from Anthony Santander to tie up the fucking ball game.
Anthony Santander.
Are we actually fucking kidding right now?
For that bat, I was telling you, Obi, I don't like the changeup over the plate to this guy. You've seen him do it too many times with off speed in the zone.
Fire everyone.
For Whitlock getting behind 2-0 with the fastball, goes to the changeup there and doesn't get it back.
So we're starting over again. The home run jacket goes to Santander for the 4th time this year. Easily his most meaningful home run with his new team. George Springer, the batter. He's walked twice and struck out.
Two-0 changeup. I mean, that is just, he was hunting that pitch after the 2 fastballs.
God fucking damn it, dude.
So the Red Sox have coughed up a 6-0 lead. Garrett's reaction on the 3-run blast. So now it's the Red Sox that are going to have to put up more runs. It seemed pretty safe.
God fucking damn it.
And throwing in the Toronto pen. 6-6 in 7.
It's the first time I've ever heard the dugout phone ring.
And Springer lays off, and that'll
except for like when I've been at a Syracuse Mets game.
And the way this Blue Jays offense has been going here for a while, you just didn't see them being able to put up 6 runs to get back in this game, but all it took was really 2 swings. Three homers.
Well, they only had 16 home runs all year coming into the game. But now they have 3 since the start of the bottom of the 6th. It'll be pop foul into the stands. So the Red Sox come to bat in the 8th inning. It'll be Abreu, Campbell, and Casas. And Whitlock swinging a high fly to center field. Rafaela has that one measured. And will make the catch to finally retire the side.
Yep, well, that'll end the 7th inning, but yep, a 3-run home run thanks to Anthony Santander ties up the game, and it is now a 6-6 ball game as we head to the 8th inning here in Toronto.
This guy's a nightmare.
This kid's special, doing it all.
Riley Green saves the day. Does everything on the field, plays great defense, can steal bags. He's a monster.
If I'm on time, I know my swing is going to be in the best spot possible for me to hit the ball.
Riley Green turns into another run.
That's the Tigers, baby.
Good morning. Right, guys?
You wake up, good morning, is a brand new day. Blue skies above is a perfect day.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Good morning. How are you?
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Full side for a homer.
interviews with the players,
Going out there and winning, that's what the U.S. is about.
and a little bit
Honestly, couldn't be more honored and humbled to do it again. We're going there with one mission.
of everything else.
There's got to be an end game to this.
Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish?
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. only on MLB Network.
Well, a dramatic turn of events. The Red Sox 6-0 lead has disappeared. And we are on to the 8th inning of the 6-6 game. Brendan Little out of their pen. Wilyer Abreu will be left in to face him. He's walked a couple of times tonight and popped up. Campbell on deck. And then we'll see what happens with Casas.
Yeah, I would expect to see Romy against the lefty Little. But in that same breath, looking at Little's splits, lefties are batting 250 off him, and righties batting just 182.
Hey, everybody.
So that could play into the decision as well.
I don't know where everyone else
One
is.
foul tipped.
It's 2:20 in the morning.
Well, the Red Sox have just been
Sucks.
punched right in the solar plexus here. See how they react to this.
That's what I
They
do.
were sitting pretty with a 6-0 lead.
Sucks.
Whitlock giving up the 3-run homer. Home runs have done it here for Toronto in their comeback.
Wasn't able to
Good
stay
take.
on East Coast time.
2-2.
Doing the Beatles tour.
Looking at Brendan Little's stuff, he's got a sinker, a two-seam fastball, he's got a curveball, and a cutter occasionally.
Here I am.
2-2 to Williard. And a ground ball, base hit up the middle.
There you go.
Red Sox getting started with a solid base hit by Wilyer Abreu. He's aboard for the 3rd time in the game. And Campbell's next.
Yeah, beautiful swing, left on left. Really have to focus on that front shoulder, staying in there on that. Great approach by Williard. Not trying to do too much, just driving it hard up the middle.
Campbell 0 for 3. Romy Gonzalez has come to the on-deck circle and will hit for Casas. Red Sox with the lead-off man on. Campbell tonight with some awkward at-bats, but he can make up for that by driving one hard somewhere. Right here in the 8th inning. And a strike.
Yeah, he's been shown to make in-game adjustments pretty quickly. And for a 22-year-old, that's pretty impressive what we've seen so far.
It's off the plate, Blue.
Eastern Standards.
Broken back ground ball. Clement will gather that down the second line on the first. And
Oh, wow, there you go.
Caroms off that
I'll take
railing.
that.
He's going to be safe at first.
The game is nice.
Abreu
It's
out
faster
at
because
second. So one gone. And now Romy announced as the hitter.
Yeah, Yeah, sinker in on the hands. That's been the one place Christian Campbell's had an issue. Is inside, inner third and off the plate. Tends to chase a little bit. That one blows him up.
Pikachu. Yeah, I was thinking of
So Costas now out of the game, and Romeo's staying to play first. Here comes Schneider, the manager.
Yeah, that's true. I look like I'm in a bathroom.
And he's going to Brian Honora, the crew chief here.
We should start doing.
Talk about something.
The Avon playback.
I don't know if he's trying to look at maybe interference at second base, but it's been a while. I mean,
We're all synced.
would have 15 seconds to check that. It was way past that.
For the W. Just a big
I mean, Campbell didn't try to go to second base. I know they tried to get him on that, but
being talked about.
Umpire was right there on it.
Umpires going back to their positions. And that'll be that.
That also could be him going out there to buy the bullpen a little more time to warm up. Because
Hoffman get going.
Yeah, because then you get Hoffman against Rafaela if he's ready.
Romy hitting with 1 out and a man on.
So Romy Gonzalez is up, strike one.
Costas was 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Red Sox, 6 runs on 8 hits for Toronto. Blue Jays with 3 home runs in the last 2 innings to power their way back into it and tie the game. And a tying shot, 3-run homer by Santander off of Garrett Whitlock in the 7th. Romy, a really fine pinch hitter. Fouls it away, 1-2.
That knuckle curve from Little is interesting, right? It's slider speed for him. It's 86, 87, but it's definitely a downer, like a curveball. That's firm.
Little's 1-2. Swing and a miss to put him away. The knuckle curve gets him.
And that'll strike out Romy Gonzalez, so that's out number 2. Cedon Rafaela's coming up. I'm not happy right now.
Rafaela tonight.
I'm really not.
In a run. He's also
Not in a good
his
mood.
choice and scored. But he has yet to record a hit. Looking for his first one of the series, in fact.
We're having such a good game.
2 down and swung on and foul tipped.
Little's feeling that curveball. He's thrown it several pitches in a row now. These Red Sox hitters just are not picking it up out of his hand. It's really firm at 87. It just has that hard 12-6. I mean, it is straight down break.
Trim today. I did. Or yesterday. Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
Tell me I look cute.
0-1 coming.
You're getting it.
Cutes in the chat. Say nice things about me so I don't cry. I got printer T. Someone said $24 printer.
Campbell with the lead off the bag at first in the 0-2.
And that's strike 3.
Wild cut by Cedon Rafaela.
Fucking shit.
2 Ks in the inning. We're tied 6-6.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better. Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as
Fuck.
Swing and a miss against Luis.
How did we blow this? How did we blow this game?
Talk about depth the Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win. Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go by zone Julio.
Once I go, I still have everything ready.
Who do we blame? Who do we blame for this? I blame Whitlock. I blame Whitlock.
Even a game as timeless as baseball.
What's he doing, man? Whitlock's good, but
only you can control your journey's evolution.
yeah, I don't blame Giolito. First came back in a year and a half.
It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
Reimburse T for the ink.
Good
I
morning.
will say, me and John did once go on a
Wake up, good morning, it's a brand new day. The skies are far, it's a
That's why I
perfect
tasted the
day.
Canadian KFC. Right, Kevin? No.
Talent-wise, with the Correas and the Royce Lewises and the Buxtons firing at the height of their power, they're probably the most talented team.
What's his team on top?
Seasoned monster, we all know that.
Yeah, I got my revenge one.
The speed, the power,
One speed, and has to go get it.
I think that we're a great team. I think we know we're a great team.
the Twins have the most talent in that division.
We don't want health.
Bottom 8, tied up 6-6 in Toronto. Dave O'Brien, Will Middlebrooks, and Jamal Webster with you. And quite a reversal of fortune
Whitlock
here
is still
tonight.
in.
Red Sox losing a 6-0 lead on a bevy of home runs by Toronto. They their way
fuck.
back into this thing. Robbie Gonzalez staying in the game to play first. Dalton Varsho has been part of this uprising with a 2-run homer in the 6th inning. Cuts and misses here. He is 1 for 3. Alejandro Kirk, who also hit a home run right behind him in the 6th inning, is up next. 1-2.
Yeah, we'll see Whitlock be more aggressive with that fastball. He's got such a good heater. Good late movement. He commands it well. Seen some hard contact against changeups.
Red Sox had built up a 6-0 advantage behind Lucas Giolito, making his first start in a Red Sox uniform.
And blew it.
And he was good. 6 innings, 5 hits.
Offense
3
did their
runs. He
job.
was in line
Let's
for the
be
win.
completely honest about that.
Yeah.
I'm acting like we already
That win.
lost. Like
He
the
earned
game
it. He
is
threw the ball really well. Obviously,
very much
6
still in
innings,
reach.
giving up a couple homers, but he's got to be real happy with how he threw the baseball today.
2-2 and into center field for a base hit. Varsho aboard. He's 2 for 4 tonight.
But Dalton Varsho gets on base with a base hit.
Powered by Google Cloud.
Take a peek back at Lucas Giolito on his 7 strikeouts. He had 5 on the 4-seam, 2 on that changeup, but really did a good job of working those pitches off of each other, tunneling them together. He's got both fastballs down and above the zone for strikeouts. Like we said, OB, I think he's got a lot to be happy about from today.
Absolutely. Alejandro Kirk stings a line drive. Rafaela will make the catch. Check out to him quickly. Varsho back into first. 1 noisy out. Varsho will be next. He's gone 0 for 3 tonight. So better offense obviously tonight out of Toronto. They've hit 3 home runs. This guy hitless in the game. Jimenez behind him without a hit. And it'll be through there for strike 1. One man away. Baltimore did knock off the Yankees 5-4. That's a final out of Camden Yards. Whitlock gets a bounding ball to the right side. Campbell will shovel for 1. That's all he'll get. Varsho retired and 2 gone.
A really nice play by Campbell in that one. You have to make a decision, right? You got to commit to try to get that lead runner. You got to remember that's a go-ahead run at second base, so that's a big out to be able to come get that, make that tough backhanded flip quickly right there to get that lead out and get the runner at first base.
So Straw will take over as the runner for Barger at first base. Miles Straw to run. And Jimenez will step in. 0 for 3. He's been struck out 2 times. 2 away in the 8th inning for the Blue Jays. Red Sox looked like they had this game in hand with 2 out in the bottom of the 6th inning, but then Springer walked. Varsho hammered a 2-run homer. Kirk hit a solo shot before the final out. So then it was 6-3 going to the 7th before 2 base hits and a 3-run homer by Santander. Maybe a sign he's about to get rolling. But that tied the game 6-6.
Miles Straw definitely a threat to run. Got 3 seasons or so with at least 20 stolen bases.
He goes. Ground ball to first, picked off by Gonzalez. He'll tap the bag for the outside, retired. That's the end of 8. We go to the
That'll send us to the top of the 9th inning in a 6-6 ball game.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood. A lineup we know is incredibly deep, but that starting rotation is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships.
This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
He's in a world of his own.
There's just so much to go around, and the punch just seemed to fit perfectly.
Well, that's a great baseball comment, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Hi, John. What did you do this morning?
I woke up.
Oh, that's great.
You wake up, good morning, is a brand new day. The skies above is a perfect day.
You know, it's something about the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cardinal way. It's a great fan base, a great organization.
Have yourself a day, young man.
A lot of young guys that have a chance to do something great.
And it's a gunner.
A special year for the Cardinals.
It's a 3-homer game. Way in the Big Mac land.
Cardinals are a sneaky team.
That one's a curtain call for Arenado.
Well, the stars of the game stepping up the St. Louis Cardinals.
What a grand finish in St. Louis tonight.
Introducing the Big Board, the blueprint to your offseason. Be in charge for all the big moments as the GM. More realistic contracts and negotiations. Top free agents set the offseason pace, and big.
Red Sox Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Subaru of New England and the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Subaru of New England.com, and by Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. In Toronto, 6-6 to the 9th inning. This will be Jeff Hoffman, who's been very tough.
Jeff Hoffman's coming in.
He will take on 9-1-2, which means Narvaez, Duran, and Devers. Red Sox trying to regain the lead. And a ground ball to second. A stab by Jimenez, 1 away. As we look at our All-State Good Hands replay.
Back to Narvaez, the top of the 6th, 2-1, fastball up and in. Looking to be a big homer now that the Blue Jays have stormed back.
One down for Duran. Jaron Goodnight with 3 on base tonight. He has walked, singled twice. He's also grounded out to second. And he's picked up his 10th stolen base.
And looking at Jeff Hoffman stuff, he's got the good fastball, 97, can get up to 99 at times. Split finger, you'll see that to lefties, down and away. He's also got a slider.
Devers on deck. And the 0-1. Couple of defensive changes. Springer moves from left over to right. And Straw stays in the game to play left field. Hoffman's 0-2. Aroldis Chapman starts to warm in the bullpen. When Whitlock came in the game, Chappie started moving around out there and doing that drill where he warms up with a towel, just towel drill, throwing motion with a towel, and things looked very different in this game at that point.
Yeah, he has that like inning and a half warm-up routine he has where he'll go to the towel drill before he starts throwing.
2-2 swing and a shot out to left center field. Varsho charging, makes the play, ranging a long way into the alley. 2 down, and the Red Sox lead.
That's how Varsho puts up so many outs above average and defensive run saves. His range is unbelievable. Gets great jumps on balls. And then had left fielder written all over it, and he gets there to take it away for the out.
Now Raffy trying to hit one where no one can catch it. He's almost done that twice in the game. 2 early doubles in the first and again in the second. Both nearly got out. He's 2 for 4.
Yeah, well, this is a guy in Hoffman who is going to challenge him with the fastball. We have seen Raffy start to make the adjustment. Sal gets a 95 in. He hit it off the wall earlier, but this fastball from Hoffman's a little different. Especially when it's paired with a splitter at 92 and the bottom falls out of it. That's nasty.
The ball and a strike on Raphael.
Come on, Devers.
Bregman waits on deck. 1-2.
It's a 1-2 count to Raffy Devers here. 2 for 4 tonight. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. No one on.
Base is clean and
6-6 ball game.
Hoffman. The Sox have struck out a little bit more tonight than they have been lately. 8 times in this game. And the 2-2 to Devers. And just missed. Made a pretty good pitch there, but home plate umpire Doug Thomas said no.
Hoffman goes with the slider. He wanted it down and in. Kind of just hangs up there. Just misses the corner. That's close.
3-2. Struck him out.
And that's strike 3.
That's all for the Sox.
Well,
Quiet 9th inning.
That'll bring us to the bottom of the 9th here in Toronto. As we try to hang on, keep this a tie game so we can head to the 10th.
Oh, hi, John. What did you do this morning?
Bulk up.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, great. Oh, this is awesome.
You wake up, good morning is a brand new day. Blue skies above is a perfect day.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out, a helping hand, even the smallest gesture in the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Batting third, number 5, George Brett.
I've never seen this before. Look at this. Not just the Royals with the respect, but the Rangers as well. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit! George Brett singles in his last at-bat. Wow. Way to go, George.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We will wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all.
VMason.com. In Toronto, locked up 6-6, bottom of the ninth inning. Chapman is in the game. Red Sox fans mingling with the Blue Jay fans. Been kind of a wild game. Red Sox led 6-0 for a huge part of the contest, only to see Toronto rally against a well-rested Red Sox bullpen. And also Lucas Giolito at the very end of his outing. And they got 6 runs between the 6th and 7th innings to tie this up.
Yeah, 6-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. You don't see that very often.
Ernie Clement will lead it off against the lefty flamethrower. And here we go in the bottom of the ninth inning. He'll sting a high fly ball center field. Sadon going.
All right, that's
back
going to be
on the
caught
track. He'll
for out
make
number
the
1.
catch.
Number 44 is in. I will not say his name. He doesn't deserve his name to be spoken, but he is in to pitch. Out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Got my attention. Thought he hit it a little better than he did. Just off the sweet spot. Just missed one there to center.
Bichette 2 for 8 against Chapman in his career. Has 2 hits tonight, both singles. Vladdy is next. Chapman tossing a scoreless ninth Saturday in Game 2 of the doubleheader in Cleveland. Touched 103 in that game. Their 2 best hitters, Bichette and Guerrero, hitting back-to-back here in the ninth. And a 1-1. He flies that one to right field. Abreu very playable. And 2 down. Our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. Giolito real good over 6 innings. Faltered a bit at the end, but 3 earned runs. Quality start. Santander with the big blow, the killer blow at this point, the 3-run homer that tied the game. That came in the 7th off of Garrett Whitlock. And now Guerrero against Chapman. 100 on the dot for strike 1.
Hundo piece up and in. Perfect spot for that fastball.
Guerrero 1 for 4 with a single. The splitter and 0-2.
It said splitter, but it sure looked like a slider to me. Had that glove side down and in break to it.
He throws it again. Vladdy may screw himself into the ground. Chapman's 0-2. What a cut. 1-0-2. Well, this is big boy baseball right here.
Sure is. Chapman reached back for his best heater right there, and Vladdy was all over it. Here's where the chess game starts.
Off the mid at 1-0-2.
That's a 1-2 count to Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Just rearing back and trying to fog him. Vladdy 3 home runs on the season. Hit 1 last night.
That's the thing. When a guy's throwing 102, 103, you have to guess right. You do have to gear up for that fastball or pick and choose on the off speed. That's about the best you can do right there when you gear up for 100 plus and you get the split. That's the swings you're going to get just to foul it off.
Chapman trying to get it to extras. Vladdy gets another split finger pitch. The $500 million man Waiting on a 1-2. Down he goes. He struck him out at 101.
All right, so that'll bring us to extra innings. We're heading to the extra
Go to the
innings.
10th, 6-6.
Oh, hi, John. What did you do this morning?
I woke up.
Oh, that's great. That's...
You wake up, good morning, is a brand new day. Blue skies above is a perfect day.
Bench is cleared in Baltimore.
Now representing the
Yeah, I saw that.
Jim Leland, AJ Hinch are presenting.
We're headed to extra innings here in Toronto.
Marco Turzo.
In a game that should not be in this fucking situation.
From Miguel's career.
We had a 6-0 lead
Representing the time he spent
in the bottom of the 6th, and then fucking blew it.
in his career.
You love the players.
50-50.
You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
The alpha dog among big league closers right here. Top of the food chain, Manuel Clase.
Jose Ramirez, one of the most unsung great players in the game of baseball.
That's why he needs his game rings.
Top 10 here in Toronto, still knotted up 6-6. Rafi Devers will start on second base as the ghost runner here in extras.
So Bregman gets in with Rafi at second. As we go to the 10th inning, Bregman with a home run earlier tonight, way back in the first inning. He has also struck out, been hit by a pitch and popped up. Hoffman into his second inning out of the bullpen. And the 0-1. Red Sox do have an active bullpen as the right-hander Slayton gets going.
Alex Bregman's up. 0-2 count to him. Now we do have the runner on second in extra innings.
And the 0-2 to Bregman.
It's a rule that's been in place since the 2020
Slider
season.
heavy here. Even with that electric fastball that Hoffman has, he knows Alex Bregman is really good at getting to velocity up in the zone. So he's trying to slow him down a little bit with all these breaking pitches to eventually get to the fastball.
2-2. Red Sox got the first 6. But now fighting for their lives in extra innings. 2-2 pitch. High and tight. At 97. That'll keep you alert.
Yeah, you got to think that Hoffman goes back to the slider. He's gone up in the zone. That one at the shoulder of Bregman.
3-2, just got a piece of it. It was the slider to stay alive. Red Sox trying to gain the upper hand. Rafael Devers, the ghost runner at second. Red Sox best hitter trying to deliver him. Swing and a miss.
And that's strike 3.
Back to the slider. One gone in the 10th.
Okay, got the slider here, and this is a backup slider. It is not a good one. You know, sometimes that's how baseball is, right? Guys throw a bad pitch, it doesn't break how they want it to, and ends up getting a swing and miss for strike 3. And we're just staying up right at the top of the zone.
Bregman asking if he swung at a strike. That's the 10th strikeout by the Red Sox tonight. So reverting back a bit to that previous pattern On Trevor Story. Man, does he need a hit. He's 0 for 4.
Trevor Story's in tonight. Into hit. He's over 4 tonight.
Yeah.
2 for his
This
last
ball
33.
1 to him.
And when Trevor's not going well, guys can spin him to death, right? Sliders, sweepers, down and away off the plate and get chased.
In there for a strike, 1-1.
That's 3 sliders in a row from Hoffman that have backed up and just kind of spun over the plate.
Devers leading off the bag at second.
And that's fouled off. 1-2 count.
He's in that mode with it. Breaking ball away with 2 strikes has been getting him a lot. Struck out his last time out. Abreu on deck. And a ground ball to third. Clement will look back Devers and throw to get him. 2 down.
That's on number 2. We really need to score this runner. If we don't score this runner, we're gonna
Right
lose.
here, if they just put him on and go with the right on right with Campbell and Hoffman.
The runner on second is
Pitch him
Rafael
carefully for a
Devers.
couple pitches first to see if he can chase out of the zone.
Williams been on base 3 times, 2 walks and a
All
single.
right, yeah, we need a base hit here.
2 away in the 10th.
Ooh. Take that back. He's challenging him. That's 97 down Broadway.
Sure was.
I don't know if he meant to or not, but he went right after him.
The 0-1. Toronto's out hit the Red Sox 9-7. This game really flipped on its ear. 1-1 a strike.
It's a 1-1 count.
Two gone, 2 strikes.
And that's strike 3. Fuck!
Red Sox piling up the K's late in the game. We're in the middle of the 10th, and it's a 6-6 tie.
We're headed to the bottom of the 10th inning.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
In Toronto, in a 6-6 ball game.
Just like that breakfast burrito. So, can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically.
Really gotta be
Just
good
chicken.
here.
Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Ooh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce.
I would keep number 44 in. I
I
would.
actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
burritos?
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more.
Gotta play well. Gotta strike them all out.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places and looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from the fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like a brisket wrap and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
My TV lose audio or no? It's just a quiet commercial.
Oh, hi John. What did you do this morning?
I woke up.
Oh, that's great.
Take you back. In the 7th, it's that 2-0 changeup from Garrett Whitlock. It's really the biggest swing of the game for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's a big homer from a guy who's not been swinging the bat well. Be coming up here against Slayton. He's 1 for 3 against Slayton with a home run in his career.
Well, you feared that particular pitch by Garrett Whitlock in that spot. That's exactly what he threw.
Yeah, you've just seen it a lot in the last couple of years with Santander. He hits off speed in the zone really well, right? And you've seen him struggle with the fastball. But Garrett had fallen behind 2-0, went to his reliable pitch and just left him one over the middle.
So he's going to come up to bat with Vladimir Guerrero, the runner, at second. Here in the last half of the 10th inning. And a game tied 6-6. Red Sox were on their way to locking this one up, but allowed the Blue Jays back in it on home runs. And now Slayton has to pitch here at the bottom of the 10th just to get it to 11. Santander, Springer, and Varsho. That's 3, 4, 5. So the heart of their order.
So we're in the bottom of the 10th.
The first man.
Santander's up. He had that 3-run home run in the 7th inning.
Always want to try to at least scratch one. If perfect, you want to. In a perfect world, you want to score 2 here in these extra innings as an opposing team. But Hoffman was nasty for those guys the last couple innings. That fastball's very good.
0-1.
And that's ball 1. So 1-1 count.
Santander 1 for 4. But a big one. 3-run
Just reached
homer
10
in
p.m.
7th.
here on the East Coast
Made it 6-6.
and in Toronto.
Line drive into
God
center
damn it.
field.
Oh, no, okay, good.
Catch. Guerrero
That looks like a
is gonna
base
go back
hit.
to tag. Here's the throw to third. It strikes him. It hit him, and he
Wait.
dives in safe.
I thought if it hits him, he's out.
That clipped him on the leg.
Risky play. I mean, that ball is scolded right.
Am I
at
tripping?
Saban.
Do I not know ball?
And he makes a really good.
I thought if it hit him,
throw
it's
right
out.
Here, it's on the money and just barely catches.
Do I not know ball?
Guerrero.
I might not know ball.
Get a good look right here on the replay. Santander hammers this ball. Saban started to come in on it, which kind of took away the momentum of him being able to be behind the baseball and go through it and make an even stronger throw. But if that ball doesn't hit Guerrero, he's out.
So the Red Sox bring the infield in and the outfield in many steps. And here's Springer.
There's a strike
And
one
Toronto with the
to, or
winning
but to ball
run
one to
at
George
third.
Springer.
1 man
Get it to the
out.
fucking 11th.
Springer without a hit in the game.
Get me to the goddamn 11th.
He takes ball 2.
Yeah, I would just walk him here
He's walked twice, struck out, and flied out tonight.
and get the double
Everybody
play.
in
Try to
close.
get in the double play situation.
2-0. And a strike.
It's a strike. Looks like what he's trying to do. Pitch him outside.
26,498.
Justin Slayton's the pitcher, by the way.
And Rogers Center.
Just want to be careful
2-1
here
count to
with the
George
base
Springer.
open, 1 out.
There's a ball.
Side
Ball
for
3.
Ball, now 3-1. Varsho on deck.
There you go. That's what I was thinking too. You get the hitter count with this guy. Well, put him on. Take your chances with Varsho and give your chance a chance at a double play if need be. Now the middle infield is not going to be all the way back in normal depth. They're probably going to be right in between, kind of close to the baseline, where if it's not a perfect ball for them to turn a double play, they can come home and get Guerrero.
Dude,
They're going to walk him too.
they're going to walk Varsho. Bases are
This is
loaded.
just simply playing matchups, right? Springer's
I
one
mean,
of
I
the better
guess,
hitters in the game.
I don't know.
Put him
I don't know if I
on.
like
We
that.
have lefty, righty. Okay, we'll put him on too because it really doesn't matter. It's the one run at third base that matters. Now you have a force everywhere.
I mean, yeah, I just don't know if I like that.
And it'll bring up
Because if you walk him, then that's the game.
He has a home run tonight. He's 1 for 4.
That's ball 1. You can't be throwing balls. It's got to be strikes.
Bobble arm knife.
I don't like that. I don't like that you walked
the
him,
Toronto
the last
catcher.
guy.
Yeah, another thing too, putting him on easier to turn a double play with Kirk.
Yeah,
because
but
he
I don't
does
like
not
that.
run as well as Varsho.
And the 1-0. He's trying to win it, but the base is loaded.
Now, if Slayton wants a ground ball, he's got to get that
All
down.
right.
He's pitching up in the zone. In this situation right now, a ball to the outfield, it's ball game.
Guerrero at third.
Fuck.
2-1.
You gotta throw strikes. I don't care. You got yourself in this fucking situation. You can't throw balls.
And Slayton home with a 2-1. And a line drive left field, that'll win it. Here comes Guerrero in to score on a walk-off by Kirk. And Toronto comes all the way back to shock the Red Sox 7-6. And the Red Sox go from their best win of the year to their worst loss of the year. The very next night in 10, the Blue Jays with a stunner. Red Sox had a 6-0 lead. They lose it 7-6.
Yeah, up 6 in the 6th. Get a good look here at the last pitch of the game. Cutter up in the zone. And in that spot, Kirk's looking for something up to hit into the outfield. The last thing he wants is a ground ball where he can ground into a double play. Got the cutter up, and that's exactly what he was trying to do. But to your point, it'll be bad loss. I think it's 6-0. That can't happen that late in the game.
Well, that's a shocker. The Red Sox were in great shape most of the night. In the end, Toronto walks it off on a wicked line drive deep into the outfield by Alejandro Kirk on a bobble hand night in his honor. Stay with us for WB Mason. Extra Innings Live. TC and Jim break it down. The extra innings defeat to Toronto. Plus, we bring you all the best plays of the month. That and more coming up in 1 minute.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and put on the ground. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
How? How the fuck? How, dude?
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking Red Sox fan. I'm a fucking fan of self-torture. And fucking... God damn it, man. Fuck. Well, the Red Sox blow a 6-run lead to the Blue Jays and end up losing it in the 10th inning. They were up by 6 runs. They scored 4 runs in the first 2 innings, and then on the top of the 6th, scored 2 more runs. And then the Blue Jays scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and then 3 more in the bottom of the 7th to tie it up. And then went to extras and took the win in the bottom of the 10th. For the Red Sox tonight, Alex Bregman had the home run in the first inning off of Yanier Rodriguez, or what was his name? God damn it. Does it even fucking matter? He sucks. Yariel Rodriguez. Carlos Narvaez had a home run in the 6th inning off of Green. Alex Bregman had an RBI, Rafael Devers had an RBI, Jarren Duran had an RBI, and Carlos Narvaez had 2 RBIs. Ceddanne Rafaela had a stolen base, and then Jarren Duran also had a stolen base. Pitching for the Red Sox, Lucas Giolito honestly didn't do terrible. I mean, like I said, I'd said earlier, like, before he gave up that, or after he gave up the 3 runs, I was like, well, he was doing better than, like, he's doing still pretty good, but He was definitely doing better 2.5 minutes ago. And I jinxed it, I think. I don't know. I don't believe in jinxing. But he didn't do terrible tonight. Lucas Giolito's first game back since October 1st, 2023. First ever game with the Red Sox. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 7, gave up 2 home runs, and has a .450 ERA. Garrett Whitlock has a blown save, his first on the year. Honestly, he's really not. Like, I shouldn't give him too much shit. He's been really, really good for us. You know, everybody's going to have a bad game. Garrett Whitlock pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, gave up 1 home run, and has a .306 ERA. Number 44 pitched an inning, struck out 1, and has a .159 ERA. And then Justin Slayton has the loss, his first loss on the year, bringing his record to 0-1, but really not his fault. Not his fault at all. He gave up 1 hit, 1 run, walked 2, which is not great. Well, I think wasn't one of those the intentional walk? One of those was the intentional walk. So he walked 1, and then they intentionally walked the next guy. I think it was Varsho, was it? And has a .348 ERA. When was the Blue Jays hitting coach ejected? When the hell did that happen? In the 4th inning? Why do I not remember that? For the Blue Jays, Dalton Varsho had a home run in the 6th inning off of Lucas Giolito. Alejandro Kirk had a home run in the 6th inning off of Lucas Giolito. That was a 2-run home run. Anthony Santander had a 3-run home run in the 7th inning off of Garrett Whitlock. And Alejandro Kirk had 2 RBIs. Anthony Santander had 3 RBIs. And Dalton Varsho had 2 RBIs. Yariel Rodriguez pitched an inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 1, gave up 1 home run. Has a .568 ERA. Eric Lauer pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 4, has a .450 ERA. Chad Green pitched an inning, gave up a hit, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 1 batter, gave up 1 home run, has a .415 ERA. Yimi Garcia pitched an inning, struck out 1. Brendan Little pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, has a .277 ERA. And then Jeff Hoffman got the win, his 3rd win of the year, bringing his record to 3-0. He pitched 2 innings, struck out 3, and has a .117 ERA. Oh, fuck. I didn't stop the timer ever. What was the time when the game ended? .255.08. I was too busy pouting to fix that. But yeah, time in the ball game was 2 hours and 55 minutes. And yeah. Not really happy with how that one ended up. Oh wait, it was 255.58. Sorry. But yeah. Man, I gotta fix the stream record. Brings my stream record on the season to 4-3, and right back under 500 all time. Just what I fucking wanted. Just what I wanted. Let me text my sister real quick, and then I'm gonna end this. Fuck. God damn it, man. Alright. Usually in a game like this, I'd want to hear from Cora, but honestly, I'm not even in the fucking mood right now. Fucking sucks. Alrighty, y'all. Sports are mean. Sports are mean. Sports are a mean thing. And never watch them because they're mean. Alright? Alright.